I'm just going to start the reads now while I change my shoes.
You're tuned in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's Long Island Ducks game broadcast will begin shortly. Every game this season will be broadcast live on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network with high-definition video and audio via Boxcast. Fans can tune into the game on the Ducks' official Facebook page and YouTube channel, as well as the team's official website, liducks.com. Thank you for tuning in, and stand by for complete coverage of today's game. Long Island Ducks season ticket packages are on sale now. Town team. 10-game mini plans are also on sale and offer fans the same great seats for 10 games. Your seats for the 18th season of Ducks baseball, please call 631-940-3825 during normal business hours. The Bethpage Ballpark box office is now open for individual ticket sales. Box office hours are Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Fans can also purchase their tickets by calling 631-940-TIXX or by visiting liducks.com and clicking on the tickets icon. The Ducks offer many packages available for groups with as little as 25 people to as many as 2,000. We offer block seating, pregame and in-game picnics, luxury suites, our exclusive Smokin' Al's party deck, and so much more. In addition, groups have the opportunity to take part in a variety of experiences, such as performing the national anthem or taking the field with the Ducks as the dream team. Group ticket packages for the 2017 season are now on sale. For more information on Ducks group outings, call 631-940-3825 or visit liducks.com. Looking for official Long Island Ducks merchandise, hard-to-find memorabilia, team apparel, and so much more? Then be sure to check out the Waddle In Shop, the official merchandise store of the Ducks. Fans can visit the shop online anytime at liducks.com by clicking on the merchandise icon. Store hours on game days are noon to 4 p.m. and during the game from inside the ballpark only. On non-game days, the store is open Monday to Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Children 14 and under can become members of the Bethpage Federal Credit Union Long Island Ducks Kids Club today. Kids will receive a unique gift package and take part in a variety of fun activities that come with being a member of the Kids Club. For more information on how to sign your child up, please call 631-940-3825 during normal business hours. Quackerjack, the 7-time Best Long Island mascot, is now available for appearances at parties and other special events throughout the Long Island community. Please contact the Community Relations Department at 631-940-3825 to find out more information and to book an appearance. Once again, thank you for tuning in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's game will begin momentarily. You're tuned in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's Long Island Ducks game broadcast will begin shortly. Every game this season will be broadcast live on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network with high-definition video and audio via Boxcast. Fans can tune into the game on the Ducks' official Facebook page and YouTube channel, as well as the team's official website, liducks.com. Thank you for tuning in, and stand by for complete coverage of today's game. 2017 Long Island Ducks season ticket packages are on sale now. Enjoy the best savings and most benefits available to cheer on your hometown team. 10-game mini plans are also on sale and offer fans the same great seats for 10 games throughout 2017, as well as many other exciting opportunities. To find out more information and secure your seats for the 18th season of Ducks baseball, please call 631-940-3825 during normal business hours. The Bethpage Ballpark box office is now open for individual ticket sales. Box office hours are Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Fans can also purchase their tickets by calling 631-940-TIXX or by visiting liducks.com and clicking on the tickets icon. The Ducks offer many packages available for groups with as little as 25 people to as many as 2,000. We offer block seating, pregame and in-game picnics, luxury suites, our exclusive Smokin' Al's party deck, and so much more. In addition, groups have the opportunity to take part in a variety of experiences, such as performing the national anthem or taking the field with the Ducks as the dream team. Group ticket packages for the 2017 season are now on sale. For more information on Ducks group outings, call 631-940-3825 or visit liducks.com. Looking for official Long Island Ducks merchandise, hard-to-find memorabilia, team apparel, and so much more? Then be sure to check out the Waddle In Shop, the official merchandise store of the Ducks. Fans can visit the shop online anytime at liducks.com by clicking on the merchandise icon. Store hours on game days are noon to 4 p.m. and during the game from inside the ballpark only. On non-game days, the store is open Monday to Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Children 14 and under can become members of the Bethpage Federal Credit Union Long Island Ducks Kids Club today. Kids will receive a unique gift package and take part in a variety of fun activities that come with being a member of the Kids Club. For more information on how to sign your child up, please call 631-940-3825 during normal business hours. Quacker Jack, the 7-time Best Long Island mascot, is now available for appearances at parties and other special events throughout the Long Island community. Please contact the Community Relations Department at 631-940-3825 to find out more information and to book an appearance. Once again, thank you for tuning in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's game will begin momentarily.
This is Long Island Ducks baseball.
Justin Davies at the plate, the winning run at third. Crowd going nuts. Swung on, bouncing ball left side, off the mitt, up third baseman Brad Strauss. Here comes Willie Rodriguez. Justin Davies has done it again. The Ducks are one quack away from the championship. Jason Johnson makes the catch. He makes the catch, and the Long Island Ducks have swept the Camden River Sharks. They are the 2004 Atlantic League champions.
Going back is Adam Bailey. He settles under it. He makes the catch! Adam Bailey makes the catch! And for a second straight year, the Atlantic League trophy will reside on Long Island. The Ducks are the Atlantic League champions.
Swinging a ground ball, hit toward short, charging in his lines. He fields, throws to first. The comeback is complete. From 2-0 down in the series, the Long Island Ducks have won 3 in a row at home. And for the 5th time in franchise history, they will head to the Atlantic League Championship Series.
And now it's time for the Long Island Ducks pregame show.
And live from Bethpage Ballpark here in central Islip, New York, this is Long Island Ducks baseball on the Ducks Broadcast Network. Today, Game 3 of a 4-game set between the New Britain Bees and the Long Island Ducks. And a very pleasant good afternoon and welcome into the broadcast. Joe Vasile here with you on the Long Island Ducks pregame show today as the Ducks take on the New Britain Bees in Game 3 after there was some weather that came through yesterday. Forced the game to get called after just 5 innings. The Ducks came away with a 2-0 victory, 4th complete game and 3rd shutout of the season for Matt Larkins on the night yesterday. For Long Island, now they look to take a 2-1 lead in this 4-game weekend wraparound series with Matt Marsh, a new name on the mound for the Ducks here today. Marsh has made 6 relief appearances on Long Island. This will be his first start with the Ducks and his first start professionally since the 2015 season when he was still pitching in the New York Yankees organization. So Matt Marsh takes the mound as the Ducks take the field with the tarp just coming off after there was some weather that rolled through this afternoon. And we'll take a step aside here on the broadcast, and when we come back, we'll get you set for first pitch here between the New Britain Bees and the Long Island Ducks. You're listening to the Ducks pregame show on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Ducks baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Oh, I love it! The color of my new Nicolot patio is so vibrant. It's unlike anything I've ever seen.
You're welcome. I'm just gonna go finish that Nicolot walkway now.
Make your pavers vivid Nicolot pavers. The best looking, most vibrant pavers with the most 3-color blends in the industry. Featuring Nicolot's exclusive paver shield and color blending technology. With color throughout and guaranteed not to fade. Live life in color with Nicolot. Visit Nicolot.com.
Family fun every time.
Beautiful evening for baseball.
Big action every time.
He reaches up, it's gone!
Great value every time.
And the Ducks have won it 7-1.
The Ducks schedule is loaded with new promotions this season. And with an average ticket price of just $10 and free parking, there is no better value on Long Island. For game times and tickets, visit liducks.com. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
Hey, Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. And best of all, it's only minutes away from Bethpage Ballpark. The Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 631-231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Have your birthday at the ballpark this season and celebrate with the flock. Kona Ice birthday party packages with the Long Island Ducks are now available. Each package includes 10 box seats, a commemorative birthday t-shirt and autographed baseball, a pizza and Kona Ice party in the Hebrew National Picnic area, and so much more. Best of all, the birthday child will stand on the dugout while the entire crowd sings happy birthday. Reserve your party today by calling the group sales department at 631-940-3825. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
Long Island's Ford Giant is celebrating its 60th year anniversary. Stop by Sayville Ford to check out their state-of-the-art showroom featuring enclosed service drives, luxurious customer lounge, and a larger selection to choose from. Get giant savings on hundreds of new and used vehicles in stock. Sayville Ford's 60th anniversary celebration is going on now. Visit SayvilleFord.com or download the Sayville Ford app today to learn more about Sayville Ford's 60th anniversary savings. Call 631-589-4800 today.
The national anthem performed tonight by the Babylon Chorale here on Veterans Appreciation Day at Bethpage Ballpark. And a very pleasant good afternoon and welcome to Bethpage Ballpark. Joe Vasile here with you on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network as the Ducks get set to take on the New Britain Bees in Game 3 out of their 4-game series. It'll be Matt Marsh taking the mound for the Ducks opposite Nate Rowe of New Britain. And he's set to square off here in just a couple of minutes. First, let's take a look around the Atlantic League. There's plenty of other action going on today, including a doubleheader between the Bridgeport Bluefish and the York Revolution here today. That game up at the ballpark at Harbor Yard, currently in a rain delay, was slated for a 1:12 p.m. first pitch. That game currently in a delay, and again, that is just one of two that York and Bridgeport are slated to play today. Meanwhile, the Somerset Patriots visit the Lancaster Barnstormers today. They will also play a doubleheader with Somerset And Lancaster squaring off in Game 1, scheduled for 2 p.m. at Clipper Magazine Stadium. And the final game in the Atlantic League tonight, the Sugar Land Skeeters back home at Constellation Field in Sugar Land, Texas, taking on the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs tonight. That's going to be a 6:05 p.m. local start in Texas, 7:05 p.m. here on the East Coast. Good to see the Skeeters back home, and not only that, but the Skeeters are starting to make a charge in the Freedom Division. They come into play today just 3.5 games behind the York Revolution for first place. Out in the Freedom Division, Lancaster sits in second, a half game behind York. They're just 1 win behind the Revolution, who are 32-24. Lancaster 31-24. Sugar Land on this late charge where they've won 7 out of their last 10 are now 28-27, and Southern Maryland is in last place, 23-33 in the second half. Meanwhile, in the Liberty Division, which is pertinent to our matchup here today, Long Island Ducks are in first place with a 33-23 second half record. That's 7 games better than the Bridgeport Bluefish, who entered today 26-30, and the Somerset Patriots, who are also 7 games back, but they have 2 games in hand with Bridgeport. They're at 25-29, tied with games but percentage points behind the Bluefish for second place. The Bees enter in last in the Freedom Division. They're 23-31, 9 games behind the Ducks entering play today. The Ducks' magic number is 9 over the Somerset Patriots to lock up a playoff spot here in the Atlantic League this season. For the New Britain Bees, their starting lineup: James Skelton, the catcher, will lead off. He's followed off by the center fielder Michael Kraus, the third baseman Jovan Rosa, and the designated hitter Craig Maddox. John Griffin, the first baseman, bats fifth, while Jamar Walton is in right field hitting sixth. Yusuke Kajimoto plays second base and bats seventh. Connor Bierfeld is in left hitting eighth. Michael Baca, the shortstop, bats ninth. Matt Marsh into the windup, and the first pitch of the afternoon is on its way, and it's a fastball taken for a called strike in the outside corner, and the count is 0-1. 1:36, the official start time for tonight's ball game between the Long Island Ducks and the New Britain Bees. Now Marsh into the hesitation windup, the 0-1 pitch. Swinging a ground ball hit to first, but foul. Just wide of the bag, and the count quickly 0-2 to Skelton. 68 degrees at first pitch as well, under cloudy skies. It was raining earlier this morning, and really up until about a half hour ago, there was some rain coming down here at Bethpage Ballpark, but as of right now, things have cleared up in terms of the radar and the forecast, and we should be all set for baseball. James Skelton hitting .264 on the season with a .411 on-base percentage. Swing and a miss. At the 0-2 pitch, he goes down on strikes. Marsh pulled the string, and Matt Marsh picks up his first strikeout of the game. 1 up and 1 set aside for the Long Island Ducks right-hander. That'll bring up Michael Kraus. Matt Marsh pitching in his 7th game since being signed with the Ducks back towards the beginning of the month of August. This is his first start after 6 relief appearances. He has no record and is not allowed a run. 6 2/3 innings, 5 hits, 8 strikeouts, and 1 walk entering play today. First pitch to Michael Kraus, misses low and outside to count 1 ball and no strikes. Kraus leads the Atlantic League in time struck out at the plate this year with 139. He's got 15 doubles, 7 triples, and 16 homers. Good power hitter. 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Count even up at 1 ball and 1 strike to Michael Kraus. Where's number 10 with the pants hiked up right below the knees for the New Britain Bees. We're in their Hardware City jerseys today. The yellows that they wear on Sunday with Hardware City, the nickname for New Britain, Connecticut, written across the chest. 1-1 fouled off by Kraus. Count now 1-2. They've got the gray breeches, do the Bees. Mostly black hats, but yellow panels on the front with the NB logo prominently placed, and a black bill. The 1-2 pitch. Kraus swings it, grounds it to the left side of the infield. Playable for Ruben Gotai, who backhands and throws to first. In time to retire Michael Kraus for out number 2 here in the inning. So let's meet the Long Island Ducks defensive alignments. On the infield at first base, it's Angelo Sonko. Giovanni Alfonso plays second. Elmer Reyes is at shortstop, and Ruben Gotai mans the hot corner at third base. In the outfield, Mark Kraus patrols left. Delta Cleary Jr. roams in center, and Jordan Hinshaw fiddles around in right field. The catcher is Alex Berg, and of course, Matt Marsh is on the mound making his first start of the season for the Long Island Ducks. Now here's Jovan Rosso, takes a first pitch fastball low, and the count 1 ball and no strikes. Rosso, the leading hitter this season for New Britain. .309 batting average, the only player on the team with an above .300 average for the season. Bees hitting just .260 as a club. The 1-0 from Marsh. Off speed, hit in the air towards right field. Going back on it, Angelo Sonko, the first baseman, converging with Alfonso in the right fielder, Hinshaw, and Hinshaw drops the ball. Jordan Hinshaw coming in on it towards the triangle. Made the call but could not make the catch. Couldn't see the ball up against the gray skies. That'll go down as an E9 against Jordan Hinshaw. It's been an adventure in right field at times for Hinshaw. And that was another case of that. That extends the inning and brings up Craig Maddox, who had himself an historic game on Friday night for New Britain. He hit not only 1 grand slam, but 2 grand slams, and had 11 RBIs, being called an Atlantic League record here in the 20th year of the league. First pitch to Maddox. Fastball missed low, and the count 1 ball and no strikes. Umpiring crew today behind home plate calling the balls and strikes is Fred DeJesus. Silvio Martinez, last night's home plate umpire, is now at third base, and Jorge Teran cycles over to first. His 3-man umpiring crew provided by the Atlantic League. Now the pitch. This high and tight to Maddox, backing him off the plate. And the count quickly 2 balls and no strikes. Maddox this season has hit well against the Ducks. .270 with 4 out of his 10 home runs. Overall, a .265 hitter for the DH/player coach. As the pitch hit in the air, high and deep to left field, chasing Krause back to the warning track in front of the wall. Mark Krause will watch it go. A home run for Craig Maddox. To the opposite field, it got up in the air and just kept carrying in the wind. And the New Britain Bees take a 2-0 lead. Both of the runs will be unearned against Matt Marsh, as it was the error by Jordan Hinshaw that extended that inning to allow him to hit. So not the way things could have gone here in the first inning for Matt Marsh, as the Bees take a 2-0 lead, and now John Griffin, tall first baseman, comes up to the plate. 11th home run of the season, RBIs 73 and 74 for Maddox. First pitch to Griffin is a breaking ball that catches the outside corner for a called strike, and the count is 0-1. So the Bees strike first. They lead it 2-0 here in the top of the first inning. Griffin, listed at 6'6", stands straight up and down in the box. Now the 0-1. This is low and outside. Count even up at 1 ball and 1 strike. So Nate Rowe, the starter for the New Britain Bees, stake to an early 2-0 lead, as Marsh heads into the windup and delivers the 1-1 pitch. Swing a foul ball back to the backstop. We'll do it at 1-2 to Griffin. Marsh, in his 4th season as a professional, spent the first 3.5 years in the New York Yankees organization after being drafted out of Liberty University. School down in Lynchburg, Virginia. Now the 1-2 swung on and missed, and Griffin goes down on strikes. Second strikeout of the inning for Matt Marsh, and that will do it for the Bees in the top of the first. 2 runs, though none of them were earned on 1 hit, the home run for Craig Maddox. There was 1 big error, and nobody was left on base. We go to the bottom of the first, the score 2-0 in favor of the New Britain Bees.
Hey fans, this is pitcher John Brownell, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Bethpage Ballpark is a great place to watch a ball game, so why not do so from some of the best seats in the house? The Ducks are proud to present the brand new Long Island Ducks Beer Garden. Open for all fans on nights when the Smokin' Owl's party deck has not been reserved, the Beer Garden will feature a variety of frosty draft and bottled brews, as well as several food choices. The area has been decked out with bar rail seating and Ducks branded furniture to provide a comfortable atmosphere for everyone. Be sure to stop by and check out the brand new Long Island Ducks Beer Garden on your next visit to the ballpark.
Long Island's Ford Giant is celebrating its 60th year anniversary. Stop by Sayville Ford to check out their state-of-the-art showroom featuring enclosed service drives, luxurious customer lounge, and a larger selection to choose from. Get giant savings on hundreds of new and used vehicles in stock. Sayville Ford's 60th anniversary celebration is going on now. Visit SayvilleFord.com or download the Sayville Ford app today to learn more about Sayville Ford's 60th anniversary savings. Call 631-589-4800 today.
We go to the bottom of the first inning. Nate Rowe is staked to a 2-0 lead. The Breeze over the Long Island Ducks, and this is the lineup that Rowe will face in his third start of the season. Leading things off for Long Island is the right fielder Jordan Hinshaw. He's backed up by the center fielder Delta Cleary Jr. and the designated hitter Lou Ford. Left fielder Mark Krause bats cleanup while Angelo Sonko, the first baseman, hits fifth. Ruben Gotay is in the 6th hole. He'll play third base today. Elmer Reyes is at shortstop, batting 7th. Alex Berg catches and hits 8th. And Giovanni Alfonso, the second baseman, bats 9th. For the Long Island Ducks against Nate Rowe. The Ducks coming into play today with a 69-57 overall record, 33-23 here in the second half. 7 games ahead of the Bridgeport Bluefish. In the Liberty Division standings with a magic number of 9 to clinch the second half championship and make the playoffs. Meanwhile, the New Britain Bees 49-75, 23-31 here in the second half, but this has been an incredibly competitive season series. This is game number 19 in the first 18 games, 9 wins for the Ducks and 9 wins for the New Britain Bees. So Jordan Hinshaw will lead things off for the Ducks in the bottom of the first inning. It was Hinshaw's error with 2 outs that extended the inning and allowed Craig Maddox to come to the plate, where he hit a 2-run homer to give New Britain the lead. Rowe, normally a reliever, works exclusively from the stretch, and the first pitch is in for a called strike to Hinshaw. The count 0-1. On the season, split between New Britain and Long Island, Jordan Hinshaw hitting .335 with a home run and 21 runs batted in. The pitch, swinging a pop-up on the right side of the infield. Sunglasses on, John Griffin gives way to Yusuke Kajimoto, the second baseman. Makes the catch for out number 1 here in the first inning. So Jordan Hinshaw quickly retired on the infield pop-up. And 1 up and 1 set aside. That'll bring Delta Cleary Jr. to the plate. Bottom of the first inning, 1 out, nobody on base, 2-0 New Britain. The Bees defense, John Griffin is at first base. Yusuke Kajimoto is at second. Michael Baca plays shorts. And Jovan Rosa patrols the hot corner. First pitch to Cleary is swinging a line drive, hit to short, and it's snared out of the air by Michael Baca. That's out number 2 here in the inning. So 3 pitches yields 2 quick outs for Nate Rowe. That'll bring up Lou Ford with 2 outs in the bottom of the first. In the outfield for the Bees, Connor Bierfeld is in left, Michael Krause is in center, and Jamar Walton is in right. With James Skelton doing the catching for the Bees today. So that'll bring Lou Ford to the plate for the first time. Ford hitting .282 on the year with 8 home runs and 29 RBIs. Nate Rowe comes set, and the first pitch. Fastball catches the inside corner for a called strike, count 0-1 to Ford. Lou got off to the hot start after coming back from a hamstring injury. Now the 0-1. Swinging a ground ball hit to the right side. Diving play by Griffin, but he bobbles the ball, and safe at first will be Lou Ford. So Lou Ford pokes one to the opposite field and comes up with an infield single, as it was a great play by John Griffin just to get to that ball and knock it down. Lou Ford now has reached base with 2 outs, so that'll bring up Mark Krause. After Ford, who had a 15-game on-base streak snapped on Friday night in the loss, perhaps a chance to start a new streak as he reaches base in his first plate appearance today. 2-0 New Britain on top as Krause comes up. James Skelton, the catcher, doing some groundskeeping out in front of home plate as Kraus does the same in the left-handed batter's box before digging in against right-hander Nate Rowe, who's 5-6 with a 3.92 ERA this year. Who again, primarily a reliever. First pitch to Kraus, and for a called strike, count 0-1. 56 games for Rowe, just 2 of them have been starts. He was an Atlantic League All-Star for the Liberty Division this year. One of the better members of the New Britain bullpen for the entirety of the season. Now the 0-1 to Kraus, swinging a ground ball, ripped to first, but played by John Griffin, and he'll back up one step and touch up the bag to end the inning. So for the Long Island Ducks in inning number 1, they get no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on base. We go to the second to score 2-0 New Britain here on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey fans, this is shortstop Dan Lyons, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
PSEG Long Island is making things work for you with over 10 energy efficiency programs that can help you save on your monthly electric bill. From our free online energy analyzer and in-home energy assessments to rebates on energy-efficient air conditioning, even discounts on LED light bulbs. Helping you save on electricity is our job. What to do with your savings?
Flight 85 now boarding for the Magic of Orlando.
Is entirely up to you. Visit pseglyny.com/save money. Just one more way PSEG Long Island is making things work for you.
Take your group out to the ball game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the picnic area, luxury suites, the Smokin' Owl's party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as the Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard, be the Nickalock Dream Team, put on a pregame performance, or shag fly balls during Ducks batting practice. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
The Long Island Ducks Health Report is brought to you by Island Shore Physical Therapy, the official therapists of the Long Island Ducks. Well, for the Ducks, there are 2 players on the disabled list, Rafael Perez and Alfredo Simon. Simon with a finger injury, Perez with a bunion. No word on when they'll become available again. David Ardsma still day-to-day with his AC joint issue. Still, again, hoping to become available here towards the stretch run. Jamar Walton will lead things off for New Britain in the top of the second. It's 2-0 Bees, and the first pitch from Matt Marsh fouled off at home plate, and the count 0-1 to Walton. Walton hitting .288 on the season. 12 home runs, 46 runs batted in for the left-handed hitting slugger. Also has 18 doubles to his name as well. Though not the greatest plate discipline. That's one of the Achilles heels of his game. A 1 pitch fouled off. First base line, off the facing of the Ducks dugout. Count quickly 0-2. Walton's on-base percentage is just .307. 19 points higher than his batting average because he's walked only 9 times all year against 75 strikeouts. Now the 0-2, swing and a miss. But a palm ball down in the dirt. Skipped up by Alex Berg. He'll throw on to first to complete the strikeout. Third strikeout for Matt Marsh in the game so far, and that's the first out here in the second inning. I bring up Yusuke Kajimoto. Switch hitting infielder will bat from the left-hand side against the righty tossing Marsh. Walton is to finish up in those 75 strikeouts to just 9 walks, and has been hit by a pitch twice. There's 2 sacrifice flies, so those negate each other. First pitch to Yusuke Kajimoto, fouled up the first base line. And towards the end of the facing of the Ducks dugouts, count 0-1 as Amalio Diaz popped out to try and make a play on the ball, but it got past him. It was kind of a hot shot from Kajimoto that time. Yusuke Kajimoto hitting .266 on the year, .307 on base, 2 home runs, 20 RBIs for the Japanese speedster. Now the 0-1 from Marsh. Swing of fly ball slashed in the air, foul down the left field line. That'll get out of play and up into the stands. One hopping off the facing of the sweet level. And the count quickly 0-2 to Kajimoto. The runs allowed by Matt Marsh in the top of the first inning, both unearned to his ledger. 2-run home run from Craig Maddox that came with 2 outs after an error on a fly ball to right field that Jordan Hinshaw dropped. The bat of Jovan Rosa. Marsh kicks and deals the 0-2. Breaking ball missed low and inside to Kajimoto. He was having none of it, so the count runs to a ball and 2 strikes. Marsh, a reliever by trade, getting the spot start today in what will essentially amount to a bullpen day for the Ducks. A 1-2 pitch. Off speed, slashed down the third base line, but just foul. And give credit to third base umpire Silvio Martinez, who was right on it. And he walked right up to the spot where the ball dropped and said it was right there. You could see the mark where it went over the bag, foul. So good eyes by Martinez down at third. The count 1-2. It'll remain to Yusuke Kajimoto. Marsh works out of the windup with the bases empty. Now the 1-2. Check swing at a ball that missed low, and the count 2 balls and 2 strikes to Yusuke Kajimoto. Matt Marsh taking the rotation spot of Big Pasta, Alfredo Simon. As we mentioned already, on the disabled list with a finger issue. The 2-2. Swing a line drive hit to shortstop and snared out of the air by Elmer Reyes. So Kajimoto got good wood on the ball, but ended up hitting it right at the well-positioned shortstop Reyes. There's now 2 outs in the inning. They bring Connor Bierfeld up to the plate. Marsh pressed into starting. The plan is for him to go 2 to 3 innings, see how he feels, an absolute max 4. And it's essentially all hands on deck out in the bullpen today, with the exception of Tyler Wilson and Patrick Kreider, who are more the emergency use only type guys today. First pitch to Connor Bierfeld is in for a called strike, count 0-1. Bierfeld was an all-star with a great first half, has slowed down considerably here in half number 2. Hitting .229 with 18 homers and 51 driven in. Now the pitch. Called a strike in the outside corner, count 0-2. Good breaking ball from Marsh. 2-0 Bees on the strength of a Craig Maddox 2-run home run in the top of the first inning. Now Marsh looking to spin a 1-2-3 frame here in the second. The pitch. Check swing. Just did miss outside as a couple of Ducks players had started to walk towards the dugout, but the breaking ball did miss low and off the plate. Good call by home plate umpire Fred DeJesus. Count 1-2. Now Marsh quickly into the wind. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Matt Marsh. He now has 4 through 2 frames today, and he has looked mighty, mighty good as a starting pitcher in the game today. The Ducks have just set down the Bees 1-2-3, which makes this another PSEG Long Island energy efficient inning. With energy efficiency programs from PSEG Long Island, saving your electric bill is also as easy as 1-2-3. Visit PSEGLINY.com/save money. One more way, PSEG Long Island is making things work for you. It's the Bees 2 and the Ducks nothing here after an inning and a half.
Hey fans, this is infielder Giovanni Alfonso, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
PSEG Long Island is making things work for you with over 10 energy efficiency programs that can help you save on your monthly electric bill. From our free online energy analyzer and in-home energy assessments to rebates on energy efficient air conditioning, even discounts on LED light bulbs. Helping you save on electricity is our job. What to do with your savings?
Flight 85 now boarding for the magic of Orlando.
Is entirely up to you. Visit PSEGLINY.com/save money. Just one more way PSEG Long Island is making things work for you.
Fans, every walk by a Ducks batter this season is presented by City MD Urgent Care. With over 15 City MD locations across Long Island offering the comprehensive quality care you need, the moment you need it, City MD Urgent Care. Need a doctor? Just walk in. Also, there's never better time than now to sign up the young Ducks fan in your life for the Bethpage Federal Credit Union Ducks Kids Club. Children 14 and under will receive exciting gifts, discounts on merchandise, and unique experiences that only come with being a member. Sign up today by visiting liducks.com or by calling 631-940-3825. Angelo Sonko will lead things off for the Long Island Ducks in the bottom of the second inning. The score 2-0 in favor of the New Britain Bees. As it'll be Sonko, Ruben Gotzai, and Elmer Reyes due up against Nate Rowe here in the bottom of the second, as Matt Marsh has allowed just 2 unearned runs so far in the game today. Other than that, he has looked mighty strong, save for the one swing from Craig Maddox, which resulted in a 2-run home run. So Sonko digs in. And the first pitch on the way from Rowe misses high and outside. The count 1 ball and no strikes. Sonko hitting .258 on the season, 21 home runs and 70 runs batted in. His 21st home run Friday night helped the Ducks hit the home run challenge presented by Chappie's Funeral Homes as the 1-0 misses high. And the count 2 balls and no strikes. Of course, remember the Ducks hit their 100th home run this season, which meant they met the Chappie's Home Run Challenge, and Chappie's Funeral Homes donates $5,000 to the Quacker Jack Foundation when the season's over. The 2-0 misses low. It's now 3 balls and no strikes to Sonko. Sonko and Mark Krause have been the 2 big boppers in the Ducks lineup this season. Now the 3-0 pitch. That's in at the knees for a called strike, and the count 3-1 as Angelo is ready to pinwheel the bat aside and head on down to first base with a walk. That one did catch his knees. So the count 3-1. Rowe to the high set, delivers the pitch. That one's right there at the knees again, called a strike, 3-2. Some of the fans here at Bethpage Ballpark on Veterans Appreciation Day grumbling with the call, but that one was right there. That's just the traditional hometown arguing with the umpires. So the count full, 3-2 to Angelo Sonko. And the pitch. Swinging a ground ball hit foul up the first base line. We'll do it again here at 3 balls and 2 strikes. As Nate Rowe will get ready to deliver the 7th pitch of the at-bats to Angelo Sonko. Took Rowe just 7 pitches to get through the bottom of the first inning. Setting down the Long Island Ducks after allowing an infield single to Lou Ford. The 3-2, swinging a fly ball lifted in the air to right center field. This has got some carry, and the wind's blowing back in that direction. Back goes Walton at the track. It's gone. A home run for Angelo Sonko, a solo job over the wall in right center, and the Ducks are on the board. It's now 2-1 in favor of the Bees. Number 22 on the season for Angelo Sonko. As he continues what is starting to be a little bit of a rebirth here in the month of September. So that brings Ruben Gotzai up to the plate. Switch hitter batting from the left-hand side against the righty Nate Rowe. The first pitch. Catches the knees for a called strike, count 0-1. So Sonko's home run gets the Ducks on the board. Here in the bottom of the second inning, it's now 2-1 Bees. The 0-1 pitch. Hit the knees for a strike to Gotzai, count quickly 0-2. The 101st home run of the year for the Ducks. Rowe comes set, and now the 0-2. Misses way inside as Gotzai loses the bat as he jackknifed out of the way of the pitch. Count 1-2. The wind is blowing out today. It's been alternating between straight outs and straight out to right field. Greg Maddox, the beneficiary of the wind in the first inning with his 2-run home run. Now Angelo Sonko gets some help here in the bottom of the second. Rowe comes set, the 1-2. Swing a line drive, foul. As it hits off the back of the Ducks dugout as a couple of hats went flying. Ducking down out of the way, the hot shot from Gotai. Count 1 ball and 2 strikes. Ducks in the Sunday orange today, pinstripe pants and the Sunday white hats with the black bills, the alternate LI logo. 1-2 misses outside to Gotai. Count even up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Wind is whipping, blowing the storm system that's moved through the last couple of days of Tropical Storm Harvey. Outs. 2-2. Swing a line drive hit towards left center. That'll get down for a base hit for Gotai. Takes a turn at first, but will hold up there as Michael Kraus gets to it quickly. And it's back-to-back hits to start the second inning for the Long Island Ducks. Runner on first and nobody outs for Elmer Reyes, with the Ducks trailing by 1. So Reyes comes up playing shortstop today. He's been filling in more and more frequently for Dan Lyons over at the shortstop position. So getting some time off here towards the end of the year. First pitch from Rowe. Misses inside. The count 1 ball and no strikes to Reyes. Lyons did play yesterday, picked up an RBI single. But getting the day off today on the day game after the night game. The 1-0, swing a line drive hit into center field, and that one will get down in front of Michael Kraus and handcuff him a bit. But he's able to recover after quickly bobbling the ball. And it's back-to-back hard hit singles for Gotai and Reyes. Runners on first and second for Alex Berg. It's going to bring pitching coach Sean Gilblair out to the mound to have a quick chat with Nate Rowe. Rowe is, after a pretty easy first inning, running into some turbulence here in the second. Again, as we mentioned, it took him just 7 pitches to retire the Ducks in the the bottom of the first. Then Angelo Sonko, a solo home run, and back-to-back hard-hit singles from Ruben Gotai and Elmer Reyes. To put runners on first and second is Sean Gilblair. And Fred DeJesus share a laugh on Gilblair's way back to the dugout. So that'll bring Alex Berg up to the plate. Righty hitting catcher. Played last night, playing again today. He had the night off on Friday. First pitch to Berg. Slider misses low and outside. Good block by the catcher, James Skelton. And the count 1-0 to Alex Berg. Berg hitting just .218 this season for the Ducks. 17 doubles, a triple, and 11 home runs. Rowe comes to the high set, the 1-0 pitch. Swinging a fly ball lifted in the air, foul on the first base side. That'll get well out of play as it hits down in the seats. And then pops over the roof of the Ducks dugout and heads down into the bench area. And the count even up at 1 to Alex Berg. Wind continuing to blow out towards right field, where Alex Berg has hit 2 of his 11 home runs this season. A couple line shots clearing the wall in right field. Rose setting the 1-1. Fastball missed high and outside. Count 2 balls and 1 strike to Alex Berg. Giovanni Alfonso is on deck for the Ducks. Here with runners on first and second, and still nobody out. Rose set and the 2-1. Swing and a miss. Berg with a meek hack at the slider. Couldn't come up with it. It looked like he wanted to stop swinging about halfway through his swing. Count even at 2. Berg has the second most strikeouts of anybody on the Ducks this season with 95, 28 walks. Rose set in the 2-2. Swinging a foul ball at home plate that goes all the way to the backstop. So Berg keeps it alive at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-1 the score in favor of the New Britain Bees. All runs in this game being scored via the home run. A 2-run shot for Craig Maddox in the top of the first inning. And a solo home run for Angelo Sonko here in the second. Nate Rowe Coming set, take a look back at Gotai and the 2-2. Swing and a miss, he struck him out. So Rowe dialed up the high fastball and got Berg to chase. First strikeout for Rowe in the game, and one gone here in the second. That'll bring up Giovanni Alfonso. Still with runners on first and second and one out. The Ducks trailing the New Britain Bees 2-1. Remember, Fonzie got off to that blazing hot start this season. Was hitting .340 midway through the month of July still. It's cooled off considerably in the second half. Still at .297. First pitch in for a called strike to Alfonso. Count 0-1. Really had a fast correction as his average dipped down to the 300 mark and has been hovering anywhere between 290 and about 305 for the last month or so. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss by Alfonso. Count quickly 0-2. And one of the positive developments for Gio as this season has gone along, well, the power has never really started to materialize the way that you might have hoped or wanted to. 12 doubles, a triple, 3 home runs this year. He's been able to start to cut down on his strikeouts lately. Rose steps off the mound. And a look, Gotai back towards second before kicking some dirt off his spikes on the spike strip on the back of the mound. But he was striking out a lot, especially in the month of June and July. Let's cut that down here in August and early September. 0-2 misses low and outside. Count a ball and 2 strikes. It's Ruben Gotai at second. Elmer Reyes at first. They both singled after the Angelo Sunco home run here in the bottom of the second. 1 out. New Britain 2, Long Island 1. Now the 1-2. Swinging a foul ball by Alfonso. He'll keep it alive at 1 ball and 2 strikes. New Britain Bees victorious 16-2 on Friday night over the Long Island Ducks, but then fell yesterday in a 2-0 shutout thrown by Matt Larkins. Rain shortened that game to just 5 innings. The 1-2. Swing a line drive hit towards right field, but right at Jamar Walton, who went in and then back a couple of steps. As the wind carried that one a little extra, made the catch for the second out in the inning. So Fonzie flies out to right field for the second out. That'll bring Jordan Hinshaw up to the plate with a chance to atone for his error back in the first inning.
Jordan Hinshaw, number 28.
And what's interesting with Hinshaw is, again, started this season with the New Britain Bees. Sitting .328 with them, is hit .364 since coming to the Ducks. First pitch to Hinshaw, misses low. The count 1 ball and no strikes. He's 0 for 1 with an infield pop-up to the second baseman in his first at-bat. But now we're talking about just a 45 at-bat sample for Hinshaw, hitting .360 in his time with the Ducks. 1-0 in for a called strike, count even up at 1. At times it has been an adventure out in right field for Hinshaw, as we saw here in the first. 1-1, check swing, misses low and outside. Count now 2 balls and 1 strike. But overall, he's been a nice addition for the Ducks. 2-1, bends on the inside corner for strike. The count 2-2. 2-1 Bees here in the bottom of the second inning. Runners on first and second with 2 outs. And the count 2-2 to Hinshaw. Deuces wild on the scoreboard. Now Rose pitch. Misses outside. The count full, 3-2. That'll give the runners an automatic start from their bags. Go the pitch. Swing a line drive hit towards left center field. Could be trouble as Krause isn't going to get that one. Little one up off the wall. In to score from second is Gotai. Rounding third, heading for home is Reyes. It's a 2-run double for Jordan Hinshaw, and the Ducks take a 3-2 lead. So Hinshaw does more than atone for his early error. He picks up 2 runs and puts the Ducks on top 3-0. Driving in Goatseye and Reyes with 2 outs. That'll bring up Delta Cleary Jr. It's Nate Rowe really laboring here in the inning. This will be the 33rd pitch. The first one to Delta Cleary Jr. Fastball misses low. The count 1 ball and no strikes. 33 pitches here in the second inning after he needed just 7 in the first. Matt Marsh has thrown 29 through 2 for the Ducks. Rowe comes to the high set, the 1-0. That one caught the knees of the outside corner. Good fastball. And the count even up at 1 ball and 1 strike to Delta Cleary Jr., who lined out to shortstop Michael Baca his first trip to the plates. Rose 1-1. Swinging a ground ball hit to shortstop. This time Baca plays it on 17 hops and throws low to first, but picked by John Griffin, and that'll do it for the Ducks here in the second inning. But in the frame, the Ducks score 3 runs on 4 hits. There are no errors, and they leave 1 on base. It's the Ducks 3 and the Bees 2 as we head to the third here on the Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey fans, this is right-handed pitcher Tyler Levine, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
Going way back is Joe Holden, and he is looking up, and that one is headed to field 5 at Robert Moses. The waves are gnarly, and the Ducks have tied it at 1.
That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quackerjack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
New York Sports Day is one of the largest independent New York sports news sources out there. For coverage of the Long Island Ducks, Mets, Yankees, Major and Minor League Baseball, football, basketball, hockey, and soccer, visit nysportsday.com. New York Sports Day, your independent Gotham sports news source. So Michael Baca will lead things off for the New Britain Bees here as we get set to play the top of the third inning. The Ducks lead the Bees 3-2. Thanks to the 3-run outburst in the bottom of the second for the Ducks. Here's the first pitch from Matt Marsh. Swing and a miss. The count 0-1. Challenged Baca with a fastball down in the strike zone. And the Clovis, New Mexico native came up empty. Count 0-1. It's Baca, then James Skelton and Michael Kraus, 9-1-2 in the New Britain lineup. Now the 0-1. Fastball called a strike on the outside. It's now 0-2. Baca hitting a robust 198 on the season. 2 home runs, 17 RBIs, glove first, bat second for the shortstop. Now the 0-2 from Marsh. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Ball in the dirt picked up by Berg. He evades the bat and throws to first in time to get Baca and complete the strikeout 2-3. 5th strikeout for Matt Marsh already in the game. His first time through the lineup. But again, in his first starts of the season, he is looking very, very solid. The plan was for Marsh to just go 2 to 3 innings, max of 4 today. But with a reasonable pitch count, currently at just 32, we'll see how long he goes. First pitch to James Skelton. It's a fastball that misses low and inside, and the count 1 ball and no strikes. Skelton struck out swinging his first time up on 3 pitches against Marsh to start the game back in the first inning. Catcher hitting leadoff for 1-0. Big palm ball bends in for a strike, and the count even up at 1. Anytime you get a catcher leading off, it's reminiscent of Jason Kendall, who did so for many years with the Pittsburgh Pirates. The 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball misses inside. It's now 2-1 to Skelton. Doesn't hurt that the New Britain Bees color scheme of black and yellow, also reminiscent of the Pittsburgh Pirates. Marsh into the wide. Here's the 2-1. Fastball missed inside. And the count 3-1 now to Skelton. Leads the Atlantic League with 87 walks drawn this season. He's also in the top 3 in the league with 123 strikeouts. Sees a lot of pitches in his at-bats. Now the 3-1. Fastball called a strike. It's 3-2. As Skelton was ready to throw the bat asunder and head on down to first base. Instead, it'll be a full count. This is the first 3-ball count worked by Marsh all game. Into the hesitation in the 3-2. Off speed, popped straight up the chute in his shallow right field. Hinshaw making the call, and he will make the catch in right center field for out number 2 here in the inning. So Jordan Hinshaw, after his 2-run double in the bottom of the second, which gave the Ducks this 3-2 lead they enjoy, makes the catch for out number 2 here in the top of the third. That'll bring up Michael Kraus. 2 outs and the bases empty as Matt Marsh has settled down nicely since the home run hit by Craig Maddox in the first inning. He's now retired 6 in a row. First pitch to Kraus misses low in the dirt, and the count 1 ball and no strikes. Kraus 0 for 1 today, grounded out to third base his first time up. Really solid player for the Bees is Michael Kraus. Here's the 1-0 from Marsh. Off speed, missed upstairs. Count quickly 2-0. Plays a really, really solid defense in center field. And is good at the plate. He strikes out a lot, that's for sure. 139 strikeouts leads the league. But he's got good power numbers as he fouls the pitch off at home plate. Count 2 balls and a strike. He'll take his walks, not a big on-base guy, but a solid hitter is Michael Kraus, and a guy who, if not next year, at some point, I would say in his future, probably will be looking to be back into affiliated ball. The Canadian has reached as high as AA in his affiliated career. 6'4", 225, good size. Now the 2-1. In for a called strike at the knees, count even up at 2. Good fastball from Marsh. And at 27 years old, later this year, he'll turn that in November. Still young. 2-2 pitch, swung on and missed. Kraus goes down on strikes as Matt Marsh records his 6th strikeout through 3 innings. It's another 1-2-3 frame for Marsh, who's now retired 7 in a row. And we head to the bottom of the third. It's the Long Island Ducks 3 and the New Britain Bees 2. You're listening to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey fans, this is outfielder Delta Cleary Jr., and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Baseball fans, the Long Island Ducks mobile app has officially arrived. Powered by Clear Vision Apps, it's your one-stop shop for all things Ducks baseball. Buy tickets straight from your mobile device. Receive game status updates with push notifications. Check out up-to-the-minute news and scores and interact with the Ducks on social media. Best of all, it's free. Download the Ducks mobile app today by visiting the App Store on your Apple-powered device or Google Play on your Android-powered device. The Long Island Ducks mobile app, with you wherever you flock to.
Hey, Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. And best of all, it's only minutes away from Bethpage Ballpark. The Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 631-231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Hey Ducks fans, the final out at the top of the third inning was the 15th out of today's ball game. Did you know that a 15-minute call to Geico could save you 15% or more on your car insurance? Get a free quote today. Call 1-800-947-AUTO. That's 1-800-947-AUTO. Or visit geico.com. Lou Ford will lead things off for the Long Island Ducks as we head to the bottom of the third. It's 3-2 Ducks over the New Britain Bees. And the first pitch from Nate Rowe catches the knees for a called strike. And the count 0-1 to the 41-year-old DH for the Long Island Ducks, one they call Coach Shalou. Now the 0-1. In at the knees for a called strike, count 0-2 to Lou. He was 1 for 1 today, beat out an infield single his first time up on a ball hit to first base that John Griffin could knock down but had no play. The 0-2 pitch, he swings and fouls it off down the right field line. That'll get well out of play and up into the upper concourse. Bouncing over by the slide, and the count continues to be 0-2. To Lou Ford, who's out in left field last night. Now the 0-2 from Rowe. Breaking ball line foul and into the seats here at Bethpage Ballpark, claiming off an empty seats. Count remains at 0-2 to Ford. Nice Sunday crowd here on a Labor Day weekend on hand at Bethpage Ballpark. Some rain kept some folks away. Veterans Appreciation Day. 0-2 to Ford has fouled off at home plate. We'll keep it at no balls and 2 strikes as Ford has now fought off 3 straight 2-strike pitches. 3-2 Ducks lead here in the bottom of the third inning. Nobody out. But always special when you get to tip your hats to the great veterans of this country who have fought overseas. It's the 0-2, fouled back to the screen behind home plate. We'll do it yet again at 0-2. Seen a lot of folks here today wearing hats commemorating their service to this country, or jackets or what have you. The 0-2. Swinging a grounder up the third baseline, but foul. As Ford keeps it alive again, now 5 straight 2-strike foul balls. Keep it again, no balls and 2 strikes to Lou. Will be followed up by Mark Krause and Angelo Sunko, 3, 4, and 5 in the Ducks lineup here in the bottom of the third. Rose set in the pitch. Breaking ball misses low. The count 1 ball and 2 strikes. Rowe works from the first base side of the rubber, exclusively from the stretch. Now the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. And Ford goes down on strikes. Second strikeout of the game for Nate Rowe. And there's 1 gone here in the third inning. It'll bring up Mark Krause.
Number 24, Mark Krause.
So a 9-pitch battle goes in the favor of Nate Rowe. Who's up over 50 pitches already here in the game. Just 1 out. Here in the bottom of the third with the Ducks leading 3-2. First pitch to Mark Krause misses low when the count 1 ball and no strikes. Krause grounded out to first base his first time up, so he's 0 for 1. Now the pitch misses low and the count 2 balls and no strikes to Krause. Mark has gotten a hit in 3 straight games, pardon me. Has reached base safely in 8 straight. Now Rose set in the 2-0. Fastball right down Broadway. The count is now 2 balls and 1 strike to Mark Krause. Came into the game hitting .290 with 20 home runs and 81 runs batted in. 81 RBIs, second in the league behind Sean Halton. Oh, the Lancaster Barnstormers. Fred DeJesus. Words over towards the Ducks dugout. Not quite sure what that was all about. Count will be 2-1. Halton has 84 RBIs entering play today. 2-1, missed high and outside. Now 3-1 to Krause. Krause, a former big leaguer, spent parts of 3 seasons with 5 different major league teams. Now the 3-0 pitch, swing and a miss. Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes to Mark Krause. It's easy to see why big league clubs would like him. He's got a good disciplined eye at the plate, 72 walks drawn this year, good power. Just a good presence at the plate. Pitch. Straight a foul ball, hits off the facing of the Ducks dugout on the first base side. And we'll do it again at 3-2 to Krause, who's working the count here against Nate Rowe and making him continue to throw pitches as his pitch count climbs up towards 60 on the game. And remember, Rowe primarily a reliever this year for New Britain. 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He goes down on strikes, does Mark Krause. Back-to-back strikeouts for Nate Rowe to get things going in the 3rd inning. Now it's 3 on the game and 2 outs and nobody on base. Angelo Sonko comes up to the plates. Sonko had a solo home run his first time up, his 22nd of the year. Got the Ducks on the scoreboard in the bottom of the 2nd. Then a Jordan Hinshaw 2-run double would give them this 3-2 lead that they enjoy. It's good to see Sonko start to run into a couple of pitches here over the last few days. Had a home run Friday night. Another one today after he was stuck on 20 for quite some time. He only hit 1 home run in the month of August. So swings and pops the first pitch from Rowe, foul back behind home plate and on top of the sweet level. Count 0-1. As it rolls down into the lower concourse off the angled roof up above. Count 0-1. Good hand for a young Ducks fan who made a play on the ball off a couple of bounces. The 0-1 pitch swung on and fouled off by Sonko, and the count's quickly 0-2. Pitch, swing and a miss. Sonko goes down on strikes and frustrated with himself. Tosses the bat aside as Nate Rowe retires the Ducks in order, striking out the side in order here in the bottom of the 3rd. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base for the Ducks. They lead it 3-2 over the New Britain Bees as we head to the 4th here at Bethpage Ballpark.
Hey fans, this is infielder Elmer Reyes, and you're listening to Duck Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
M&V Limousines is the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks. Family owned and operated, they've been in the business for over 24 years. M&V Limousines offers coach buses with Wi-Fi and restrooms, party buses, exotic limousines, and also recently acquired Hampton Luxury Liner with regular service from New York City to the Hamptons. They also offer a variety of vineyard tour options. Whether you're looking for transportation for weddings, proms, corporate outings, or long-distance trips, they've got the right vehicle for you. Visit their showroom in Comac or check them out online at mvlimo.com. M&V Limousines and Hampton Luxury Liner, the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks.
Family fun every time.
Beautiful evening for baseball.
Big action every time.
He reaches up, it's gone!
Great value every time.
And the Ducks have won it 7-1.
The Ducks schedule is loaded with new promotions this season, and with an average ticket price of just $10 and free parking, there is no better value on Long Island. For game times and tickets, visit liducks.com. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
go to the top of the fourth inning. Time for our fourth inning trivia question. We test your knowledge of the Long Island Ducks and baseball as a whole. Today's trivia question involves a little this day in baseball history, because on this day, 2 years ago, back in 2015, Bryce Harper of the Washington Nationals went 0 for 0. He walked 4 times and scored 4 runs without ever taking the bat off his shoulder. Only 3 other players in baseball history have ever done it, and they're all in the Hall of Fame. Who are those 4 players? And the hint is one of them was an Atlantic Leaguer for 2 years. Also, we have a new pitcher in the game for the Long Island Ducks. It's the left-hander Jose Velez, coming in to make his 3rd appearance of the season with the Ducks since being signed at the end of August. First pitch from Velez is swung on and hit on the ground towards second base. Picked up by Giovanni Alfonso. And he throws on to first in time to retire Jovan Rosa. 1 pitch and 1 set aside by Jose Velez here in the 4th.
Designated hitter number 24, Craig Maddox.
Velez struck out 5 in 2 innings of work on Friday night. It was really the lone bright spot for the Ducks in a 16-2 loss at the hand of these New Britain Bees. Get you the final line on Matt Marsh here. After the first pitch to Craig Maddox, digging in from the left-hand side. The man responsible for the 2 runs on the board for the New Britain Bees. It's 3-2 Ducks. Maddox, a 2-run home run back in the first. First pitch from Velez, fastball called to strike at the letters. And the count 0-1. Matt Marsh today, 3 innings pitched, 1 hit, 2 runs, none earned. He didn't walk anybody, and he struck out 6. Through 43 pitches, 30 of them in the strike zone. The 0-1 pitch swung on and missed by Maddox as he pulled out that time and had a home run cut. Came up empty, and the count quickly 0-2. Velez has pitched each of the last 2 years in affiliated baseball with the Minnesota Twins and the Miami Marlins organizations, after starting his professional career in the Frontier League with the Evansville Otters in 2013 and 2014. And the 0-2. This is low. The count 1 ball and 2 strikes. Les has got some good stuff. He's showing it off the other nights. Lives in Tampa, Florida. And in 2 days, will celebrate his 28th birthday. Pitch. This is low. Count 2-2 to Maddox. So Marsh, despite pitching extremely well in his first start of the year, does not go the requisite 5 innings to get the win. Not that that was part of the plan. Rather, it was part of the plan that he wouldn't go 5. Just 2 to 3 was his limit today, and he ended up going 3. Strong starts. 2-2 pitch, runs high and inside, and hits Maddox on the elbow protector. So Craig Maddox hit by a pitch, and he'll head on down to first base, as that gives the New Britain Bees a 1-out base runner here in the top of the 4th inning. Bring John Griffin up to the plate. Griffin is 0 for 1 today. Struck out swinging his first time up. Tall righty batter. First pitch from the lefty is swung on and hit in the air down the right field line. Deep and foul over for Hinshaw, but he can't get it as it hits down to the warning track towards the corner. And the count 0-1 to John Griffin, the former Long Island Duck. Les listed at 6'1", 205 pounds. Out of Alma College, a small Division III school up in Michigan. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss by Griffin. And the count quickly 0-2. There's never been a major leaguer out of Alma College, and they've produced 11 guys who ended up playing professionally. Other than Velez, the most recent was a guy by the name of Andrew Jacobson, who was drafted in the 12th round in '97, and his professional career was done by '99. As the 0-2 is reached at and lined into right field. That'll get in for a base hit. In front of Jordan Hinshaw. Stopping at second base is Craig Maddox. And it's runners on first and second with one out for Jamar Walton. Favorable lefty-lefty matchup coming up here for Velez. One out, runners on first and second, top of the fourth inning. 3-2 the score. Favor the Long Island Ducks as Alex Berg out to the mound to chat with Jose Velez, accompanied by Fred DeJesus, just to change up the signs. Led back behind home plate will Alex Berg, as they say no timeout will be charged. So a risky situation here for Velez, who dangles his left arm as he looks in for the sign from Berg, with runners on first and second, and the Ducks up one here in the top of the fourth inning. Still plenty of baseball left to go. First pitch to Walton is in for a called strike, count 0-1. First pitch strikes to the first four batters faced for Velez. Wind still whistling out to right field, and Walton with the good power. Look back at seconds. Now the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Walton pulled out in front of the breaking ball, and the count quickly 0-2. Looking for a fastball to drive that time. Greg Maddox at second does not run particularly well, nor does John Griffin at first, but both can hold their own on the base paths. They're not necessarily mountains out there either. The 0-2. Swing a fly ball foul down the left field line. That'll get up into the stands. And we'll do it again at 0-2 as Walton able to waste a good pitch foul. By far the most successful player to ever come out of Alma was a guy by the name of Bob Bruce. It's the 0-2 to Walton, misses low, and the count now 1-2 strikes. Bruce played professionally from 1953 until 1967. Playing for the Houston Colt 45s, was an inaugural member of that team back in 1962. 1-2 misses to Walton, count 2-2 strikes. So I retract my previous statements. There has been a major leaguer coming out of Alma. Broke into the bigs with Detroit back in 1959. Spent 3 years with the Tigers. 5 years with Houston and a year with Atlanta before retiring after 1967 as Walton wastes foul with 2-2. Nice play made by a fan. Bruce's best year in the bigs was 1964 when he went 15-9 with Houston. He posted a 2.76 ERA as a starting pitcher. He had 9 complete games that year and a 1.10 whip. That's good. 2-2 pitch lined over the head of the shortstop Reyes and in the left field for a base hit. It's bobbled by Krause, and now coming around third, trying to get in is Maddox, and he'll get in without a throw. Just a misplay in left field by Mark Krause allows Craig Maddox to come in and score on the single from Jamar Walton. And we're tied up at 3 as that'll go down as an error against Krause, allowing Maddox to come in and score because of the bobble. No RBI granted to Jamar Walton there. That'll bring up the switch hitter Kajimoto. As for the time being, that's an unearned run against Jose Velez. That can change depending on how the rest of the inning shakes out. 3-3 top of the fourth. Here's the pitch. Swinging a ground ball hit towards the left side of the infield. Charging our Gotai. Barehand throw to first goes wild. Everyone's safe. Coming around third in to score is John Griffin. And heading up a base each are Yusuke Kajimoto down to second. Jamar Walton gets all the way to third. And the Bees have grabbed the lead back at 4-3 as the Ducks are throwing the ball all over the place here in this inning.
Bees left fielder number 28, Connor Bierfeld. Number 28.
Error charged to Ruben Gotai on the play, but also a hit given to Yusuke Kajimoto. So he gets credit for an infield single, and then the E5 allows the runners to all move up.
Congratulations for the Long Island Ducks. Stop by the Long Island Ducks ticket kiosk on the concourse behind home plate. Pick up your Ducks.
As the Bees have scored two, and Billy Horn out to the mound to try and console Jose Velez here. With two runners in scoring position and still just one out here in the top of the fourth, as the Ducks have committed 3 errors already in the game today, including 2 on the last 2 plays. Ren Connor Bierfeld's up to the plate with a chance to really make this a big inning with one swing of the bats. Bierfeld, a potent power threat for the New Britain Bees. Velez dangles his left arm, looking into Alex Berg for the signs. Comes set, a look back at second in the pitch. Called the strike at the knees to Bierfeld, and the count quickly 0-1. Inning got started off innocently enough with Jovan Arosa grounding out to second base on the first pitch. But then a hit batter, a single and an error, and then another single and an error have allowed 2 runs to come home to score. Runners on second and third, now the 0-1. Runs inside for a ball, and the count 1 ball and 1 strike as it popped out of the mid of Alex Berg. The Ducks with the infield halfway in. Not all the way, though, here with Bierfeld at the plate. Velez set, now the 1-1. Swing a fly ball lifted in the air to right field, chasing Hinshaw back. Still back to the warning track. He makes the catch. Tagging up and advancing will be the runners as the throw comes into the cutoff man, Giovanni Alfonso. Sacrifice fly and a run batted in for Connor Bierfeld. And the score now 5-3 in favor of New Britain. That was Jamar Walton coming in to score. Yusuke Kajimoto heading down to third base on the play.
Shortstop number 5, Michael Baca, number 5.
So that'll bring Michael Baca up to the plate. Baca 0 for 1. He struck out swinging his first time up at a ball down in the dirt. That was against Matt Marsh back in the third inning. 2 outs, top of the fourth, 5-3 New Britain. And the pitch in for called strike from Velez, and the count 0-1. As of right now, I believe just 1 out of these 3 runs against Velez is earned, although 2 of them might be. I'll have to double check on that. That can also change. As the 0-1 misses low. The count even up at 1 ball and 1 strike to Michael Baca. Check that, 2 of the runs right now showing as earned against Velez. There is potential for all 3 to become earned if Baca gets a hit here. Now the 1-1. This is low and inside. Count 2 balls and a strike. It's the speedy Yusuke Kajimoto on third base. 2 outs here in the top of the fourth inning. 3 runs already home for the New Britain Bees. They lead it 5-3 over the Long Island Ducks. Velez, the lefty, comes set. Now the 2-1 pitch. Swinging a fly ball lifted in the air to right field. Jordan Hinshaw circling in towards the foul line. Will make the catch, and that retires the side. So for the New Britain Bees here in the fourth inning, they score 3 runs, 2 earned. On, we'll call it 3 hits, there were 2 errors, and they leave 1 on base. We go to the bottom of the fourth inning. The score 5-3 in favor of the Long Island, in favor of the New Britain Bees. You're listening to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey fans, this is pitcher David Artsma, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Long Island's Ford Giant is celebrating its 60th year anniversary. Stop by Sayville Ford to check out their state-of-the-art showroom featuring enclosed service drives, luxurious customer lounge, and a larger selection to choose from. Get giant savings on hundreds of new and used vehicles in stock. Sayville Ford's 60th anniversary celebration is going on now. Visit SayvilleFord.com or download the Sayville Ford app today to learn more about Sayville Ford's 60th anniversary savings. Call 631-589-4800 today.
Bethpage Ballpark is a great place to watch a ball game, so why not do so from some of the best seats in the house? The Ducks are proud to present the brand new Long Island Ducks Beer Garden. Open for all fans on nights when the Smokin' Owl's party deck has not been reserved, the Beer Garden will feature a variety of frosty draft and bottled brews, as well as several food choices. The area has been decked out with bar rail seating and Ducks branded furniture to provide a comfortable atmosphere for everyone. Be sure to stop by and check out the brand new Long Island Ducks Beer Garden on your next visit to the ballpark.
And welcome back to Bethpage Ballpark here on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. It's time to answer tonight's fourth inning trivia question, where we test your knowledge of the Long Island Ducks and baseball as a whole. Today we asked you that Bryce Harper on this day 2 years ago did not have an official at-bat in the game, walked 4 times, and scored 4 runs. And that had only been done 3 times before in Major League Baseball, and it was by 3 Hall of Famers. And we asked you who done it. So let's answer that before Ruben Gotay digs in against Nate Rowe. There was Larry Doby of the Cleveland Indians, Joe Morgan of the Cincinnati Reds, and former Atlantic Leaguer Ricky Henderson. Those were the 3 Hall of Famers who also accomplished what Harper did on this day 2 years ago. First pitch from Nate Rowe to Ruben Gotay at the bottom of the 4th, misses high and outside. The count 1 ball and no strikes. It's the New Britain Bees 5 and the Long Island Ducks 3 here on this Sunday afternoon. Rowe comes to the high set, now the pitch. Misses low and outside, count 2 balls and no strikes to Gotay. The Bees 5 runs, but only 3 of them have been, or rather, only 2 of them have been earned. Check that. Because of 3 Ducks errors. 2-0 pitch in for a strike to Gotay. It's now 2-1. Ruben 1 for 1 came around to score after a single in the 2nd inning. 2-1 from Rowe. Missed outside, count 3 balls and 1 strike. Gotay scored as the lead runner on Jordan Hinshaw's 2-run double. That gave the Ducks a 3-2 lead at the time. 3-1 pitch. In for a called strike at the knees. Count now full. 3-2 to Gotay. As the low strike has been opened today. Fred DeJesus behind home plate. Timeout taken by Gotay to do some housekeeping in the batter's box. Now he's set, as is Nate Rowe. Here's the 3-2. Swinging ground ball hit slowly to shortstop. Michael Baca charging, collects, fires to first. In time to get Gotay, who's not the fastest runner on the team by any stretch. 4 out number 1 here in the inning. Now 5 in a row, retired for Nate Rowe. That'll bring up Elmer Reyes to the plate. Reyes 1 for 1 with a run scored as well. He came home on a Hinshaw double in the 2nd as well. That was along with Ruben Gotay. 5-3 the score in favor of the New Britain Bees here in the bottom of the 4th inning. First pitch from Rowe. Fastball missed upstairs. The count 1 ball and no strikes to Elmer Reyes. Reyes has been starting to get it going as of late, hitting .419 over his last 9 games played. Average up to .299 on the year. 1-0 misses. It's now 2 balls and no strikes to Reyes. Remember, he got off to that blazing hot start with the Ducks back at the beginning of this season. Then cooled off some and now is starting to get it going again. 2-0 pitch misses low. It's now 3 balls and no strikes to Elmer. With Alex Berg awaiting his turn on deck, who also got off to a blazing hot start for the Ducks. Unfortunately, he hasn't been able to get it going as of late. Now the 3-0. Right down the middle for the automatic strike. And the count now 3-1 to Elmer Reyes. Row to the high, set out of the stretch with the bases empty. 3-1 ripped in the air towards left center, chasing Kraus back, still on his horse, going back, looking up. That one hits off the base of the wall on a couple of hops, and cruising into second, standing easily with a 1-out double is Elmer Reyes. So Reyes keeps his hot hitting going as he collects his second hit of the day. A 1-out double that'll bring Alex Berg to the plate. 1 out and a runner in scoring position here in the bottom of the fourth with the Ducks trailing by 2. Berg a strikeout victim his first time up. One of 3 strikeouts for Nate Rowe in the game so far. Rowe not a huge strikeout pitcher this year. The first pitch to Berg is in for a called strike, count 0-1. Rowe striking out a little bit under 7 batters per 9 innings this season. 6.7, walking 3 batters per 9 innings. The 0-1. That one catches the knees for a called strike, and the count quickly 0-2 to Alex Berg. Rowe looking into his catcher James Skelton for his signs as Alex Berg out of the batter's box adjusts his white batting gloves a couple of times. Exhales deeply and will dig back in after adjusting his helmets. Reyes is lead off second. There's plenty of room to maneuver. Now Rowe set. Double take at second in the pitch. Swinging a ground ball hit to shortstop. Baca up with the worm burner. He throws overhand to first and low, but on the short hop, it's scooped by John Griffin for the second out here in the inning. So now 2 gone here in the bottom of the fourth inning. That'll bring Giovanni Alfonso up to the plate for the Ducks. With Reyes holding at second base on the ground out in front of him. New Britain Bees lead at 5-3 here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Ducks did all of their scoring in the bottom of the second. Solo home run for Angelo Sonko and a 2-run double for the man on deck, Jordan Hinshaw. First pitch to Alfonso misses outside. The count 1 ball and no strikes. Fonzie 0 for 1 today. Flew out to right field his first time up. Hit a ball right at Jamar Walton, the right fielder for the New Britain Bees. Now Rowe set the 1-0 pitch. Swing a foul ball back to the backstop behind home plate. And the count is even up at 1. Fonzie getting 296 on the year. 3 home runs, 40 runs batted in. He's got the opportunity to pick up another RBI here with Reyes in scoring position. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss. And now 1 ball and 2 strikes to Giovanni Alfonso, who in his first season with the Ducks has really made himself into a fan favorite. Timeout called at home plate by the catcher Skelton. So we'll wait momentarily before the 1-2. Now Rowe is set. Look back at second and the pitch. Runs inside, hits off the mid of the catcher Skelton. And heading down to third base on the pass ball will be Elmer Reyes. Count even up at 2 balls and 2 strikes to Alfonso. A man on third base and a wild pitcher, another pass ball against Skelton. Allow run to come in and score. It's New Britain 5, Long Island 3 here in this bottom of the fourth inning. the pitch. Foul ball back over the screen behind home plate. We'll do it again. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Fonzie. Fought off a top offering from Nate Rowe, who was slated to go 5 innings for New Britain today. But up near 80 pitches now. Here's the 2-2. Breaking ball missed upstairs in the count full. 3-2 to Giovanni Alfonso. So Reyes at third. 3-2, 2 outs. Rowe to the high set. Look at the runner. Long look. And now the 3-2. So we had a fly ball lifted in the air down the right field line. Converging in the triangle is the right fielder Jamar Walton, and with a last-second adjustment, he makes the catch, and that will end the inning in the bottom of the 4th. For the Ducks, no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and they leave a man on base as Alfonso flies out to right to end the frame. We go to the top of the 5th, the score 5-3 in favor of the New Britain Bees here on the Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Matt Larkins, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
PSEG Long Island is making things work for you with over 10 energy efficiency programs that can help you save on your monthly electric bill. From our free online energy analyzer and in-home energy assessments to rebates on energy-efficient air conditioning, even discounts on LED light bulbs. Helping you save on electricity is our job. What to do with your savings?
Flight 85 now boarding for the magic of Orlando.
Is entirely up to you. Visit psegly.com/save money. Just one more way PSEG Long Island is making things work for you.
Take your group out to the ball game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the picnic area, luxury suites, the Smokin' Owl's party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as the Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard, be the Nickolock Dream Team, put on a pregame performance, or shag fly balls during Ducks batting practice. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
Fans, you can warm up with a hot cup of Hampton Coffee Company gourmet coffee, available at concession stands at Bethpage Ballpark. Hampton Coffee is the preferred coffee of the Long Island Ducks. You can visit HamptonCoffeeCompany.com or visit their cafes in the Hamptons. Well, as we head to the 5th inning, there's a new pitcher in the game for the Long Island Ducks. It's the right-hander Dennis O'Grady, who enters to become the 3rd pitcher for the Ducks. Jose Velez's night is done. He went an inning, gave up 3 runs on 3 hits. 2 of them were earned. He didn't walk anybody, and he also did not strike anybody out as well. So now enter Dennis O'Grady as hurler number 3 of the night for the Ducks. This will be O'Grady's 32nd appearance of the season. He's started 15 times and now come out of the bullpen 17 times. He's 5 wins, 7 losses, 4.70 ERA on the year for O'Grady in 99 and 2/3 innings pitched. He struck out 75 and walked 50. He'll face the top of the Bees lineup in James Skelton, Michael Krause, and Jovan Rosa, as the Bees just now getting a first base coach out so we can start this inning already. O'Grady can get sets and get to work. Again, 3rd pitcher in the game for the Ducks. Matt Marsh went the first 3. Allowed 2 unearned runs, struck out 6. Velez allowed 3 runs, 2 of them earned. The first pitch to James Skelton, misses for a ball, and the count 1 ball and no strikes. Score 5-3 in favor of the New Britain Bees here in the top of the 5th. O'Grady comes set and the 1-0. Fastball catches the outside corner, called a strike. The count even up at 1 to Skelton. Skelton 0 for 2 today, struck out swinging his first time up, flew out to right field his last. Now the pitch. This is low, 2 balls and a strike. Fastball couldn't catch the knees from Dennis O'Grady, native of Floral Park, New York, out here on Long Island. One-time Padres farmhands. Now the pitch. Missed outside. The count 3-1. Grady comes set. Now the 3-1 pitch. Swung on and fouled back to the screen behind home plate. Count 3 balls and 2 strikes to James Skelton. Second time that Skelton has gone full. The only 2 full counts of the game worked by New Britain B's batters, and that shouldn't be a big surprise because Skelton is a guy who, well, really his forte is he works counts, makes pitchers make mistakes. 3-2, misses outside for ball 4. And that one did not miss by much, and I think Dennis O'Grady, as well as a couple of coaches in the Ducks dugouts, none too pleased with the call from Fred DeJesus. Reassures everyone that the pitch was indeed ball 4. So nobody out and a man on first base here in the top of the 5th. That'll bring Michael Kraus up to the plate. Kraus, a right-handed batter, and the first pitch from O'Grady is swung on and missed. Good breaking ball. And the count 0-1. Kraus 0 for 2 today. Struck out swinging his last time up. He was the last batter that Matt Marsh faced. And is also grounded out to third. O'Grady set at the belt in the 0-1. Breaking ball missed low, and the count 1 ball and 1 strike. So Dennis O'Grady looking to get a ground ball here. The Ducks middle infield, shorten up a double play depth. Skelton on first, but Kraus has got good speed. Skelton takes off, swinging a ground ball hit to first, but foul. Touched up by Angelo Sonko wide of the bag at first. The count runs to 1 ball and 2 strikes to James Skelton, who arguably you can go ahead and probably just call best catcher in the Atlantic League, at least offensively this season. He's got some speed, he's got pop, and he gets on base. All of that kind of rare out of the catching position. The 1-2. Check swing by Kraus. Did he go around on appeal? Yes, he did. Strike 3, and Michael Kraus goes down on strikes for the second time tonight. 1 gone here in the 5th as Ducks pitching has recorded 7th strikeout after Jorge Turan punches out Michael Kraus on the appeal of the check swing. That'll bring Jovan Rosa to the plate with a man on first and 1 out in the top of the 5th inning. But the catcher's position is just such a demanding position defensively, not only having to call the game, throw out runners, pop-ups behind home plate are troublesome, all that gear, pick off at first, Skelton back in standing. Plus then all the foul tips and the occasional collision, although that's been really mitigated as of late with some of the new rules initiatives throughout baseball. First pitch to Jovan Rosa is a fastball for a called strike. The letters count 0-1. But even so, very tough for a catcher to maintain a high level of offense throughout an entire season, as it's really a position that any offense is usually considered a plus. Pitch misses low to Rosa, count 1-1. But for James Skelton, he really is a truly two-way catcher. The 1-1. Swing ground ball hit to third, backing up on a go tie. Plays the long hop, goes to second for 1, relay to first, in time, double play. Great pick at first by Angelo Sonko as an around the horn 5-4-3 double play puts an end to the 5th inning. Here in the 5th, no runs, no hits, no errors, a walk, and nobody left on base. We go to the bottom of the 5th. The score 5-3 in favor of New Britain.
Hey fans, this is Yuri De La Rosa, left-hander pitcher, and you are listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey, Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. And best of all, it's only minutes away from Bethpage Ballpark. The Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 631-231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Hey Ducks fans, stay up to date with Long Island's hometown team by visiting Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks. Quack of the Bat will bring Ducks fans beyond the headlines with in-depth feature articles, breaking news stories, game previews, post-game wrap-ups, and so much more. Interact with the team during the entire season through quotes directly from the players and coaches, as well as exclusive video clips and photos. Check out the blog today at quackofthebat.wordpress.com. Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks.
All coaches together to the Hurricane Harvey International League. And good luck from the Long Island Ducks.
We go to the bottom of the fifth inning. The score 5-3 in favor of the New Britain Bees. And the Bees have a new pitcher in the game. It's right-hander Brandon Shimo coming in to relieve Nate Rowe. So Rowe is making just his third start of the season for New Britain, primarily a relief pitcher. Done after 4 innings and 82 pitches. He allowed 3 runs on 6 hits, didn't walk anybody, and struck out 4. And he gives way to the side-arming Brandon Shimo, a 6'2", 195-pound right-hander from German, Pennsylvania. Will face the top of the Ducks lineup in Jordan Hinshaw, Delta Cleary Jr., and Lou Ford here in the bottom of the fifth inning. And Shimo makes his 47th appearance of the year. He's 4-4 with a 4.43 earned run average. Right-hander comes set, and the first pitch to Jordan Hinshaw of the inning is swung on and fouled up the third baseline, hitting off the facing of the dugout for the New Britain Bees. On the count 0-1. Hinshaw is 1 for 2 so far today. He popped up to second base to lead off the game for the Ducks in the bottom of the first, and then delivered a 2-run double in the second, which at the time gave the Ducks a 3-2 lead, which they then surrendered in the top of the fourth. Here's the 0-1. Check swing at a ball that missed high and inside. And the count 1 ball and 1 strike. No appeal necessary that time for Hinshaw. Bend is back to get out of the way of the pitch. Now Shimo coming set. The 1-1. Swing a ground ball foul up the third baseline. This one again will find the facing of the New Britain dugouts. And the count 1-2 as that New Britain dugout full of Hinshaw's former teammates. Spent the first 60 games of his season as a member of the New Britain Bees before being traded in late August to the Ducks for future considerations. Here's the 1-2. Fastball misses inside. And the count 2 balls and 2 strikes. So we'll see what those future considerations are going back to New Britain. That is pretty commonplace here among independent league trades. As the pitch hit on the ground and through the left side of the infield, into left field for base hits. So Jordan Hinshaw collects his second hit of the game. Another multi-hit game for Hinshaw. He's had himself a nice series against his former club. Puts him in on first base with nobody out for Delta Cleary Jr. Hinshaw went 2 for 3 on Friday night. And against the Bees this season now, after playing a series up in New Britain last weekend and the first 2 games of the series, hitting .350 against his old mates. That doesn't include his 2 for 3 today. First pitch to Delta Cleary Jr. swung on and missed, and the count 0-1. New Britain 5, Long Island 3 here in the bottom of the 5th. 5 runs on 4 hits, no errors for the Bees, 3-7-3 for the Ducks. Pickoff attempted first, Hinshaw back in safely. Jordan Hinshaw stole 12 bases in 15 attempts as a member of the New Britain Bees, has not attempted a stolen base yet in 12 games with the Ducks. See if that changes here. He's got a healthy lead being held on by John Griffin. The 0-1. Off the plate away, and the count even up at 1 ball and 1 strike. We'll check scores from around the Atlantic League here in this half inning. See what else is going on. A couple of double headers that are scheduled today. 1-1 from Shimo is fouled back to the backstop by Delta. And the count now 1 ball and 2 strikes. York Revolution and Bridgeport Bluefish supposed to play a doubleheader at the ballpark at Harbor Yard today, but game 1 still in a rain delay, stretching on 2 hours now. So they'll play that one once things become playable up in the Park City. 1-2 hit on the ground towards second, could be 2. Kachimoto to second for 1. Baca's relay to first in time to retire Delta Cleary Jr. A 4-6-3 double play, and there's now 2 outs in the inning. Hinshaw raced from the base paths as the lead runner on the twin killing. That'll bring up Lou Ford. Game 1 of a doubleheader in Lancaster at Clipper Magazine Stadium. Lancaster Barnstormers lead the Somerset Patriots 2-0. It's in game 1. Game 2 take place about a half hour after the conclusion of that one. First pitch to Lou Ford, misses low and outside. Count 1 ball and no strikes. The remaining game in the Atlantic League sees the Sugarland Skeeters and Southern Maryland Blue Crabs square off tonight, 7:05 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Pitch to Ford on the outside corner for a strike. It's now 1-1. Here it's the New Britain Bees 5 and the Long Island Ducks 3. As Shimo deals the 1-1. Breaking ball missed off the plate away, and the count 2-1 now to Lou Ford, who's 1 for 2 today with an infield single, and he also struck out swinging. All against Nate Rowe. Now the 2-1. Swing and a miss by Ford, and the count even up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Mark Krause awaiting his turn on deck, hoping for a chance here with the wind really whipping out to right field in the bottom of the 5th. 2-2. Check swing by Ford, but he went around at the pitch off the plate inside. Punched out by home plate umpire Fred DeJesus, and that will do it for the Ducks here in the 3rd. Leadoff single for Jordan Hinshaw, all goes for naught. As it's no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and a man left on base for the Ducks here in the 5th. The score 5-3 New Britain as we head to the 6th here on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Tim Millville, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Going way back is Joe Holden, and he is looking up, and that one is headed to field 5 at Robert Moses. The waves are gnarly, and the Ducks have tied it at 1.
That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quackerjack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
fans, the Long Island Ducks have met the Chappie's Home Run Challenge by hitting 100 home runs this season. And as a result, Chappie's Funeral Homes will donate $5,000 to the Quacker Jack Foundation, the charitable arm of the Long Island Ducks. Chappie's Funeral Homes, where caring for others is our family tradition. Dennis O'Grady's first pitch at the top of the sixth to Craig Maddox misses low. On the count, 1 ball and no strikes as O'Grady begins his second inning of relief. O'Grady, the third Ducks pitcher. Matt Marsh went the first 3. Allowed 2 unearned runs to come in and score. Struck out 6. And did not issue a walk as the 1-0 misses high and tight to Maddox. Count 2 balls and no strikes. It'll be Maddox, John Griffin, and Jamar Walton. 4, 5, and 6 here in the inning for the Bees. 2-0 pitch, swung on and missed. And the count now 2-1 to Maddox. After Marsh, Jose Velez went in inning, gave up 3 runs. 2 of those were earned. That was in the 4th. Gave the Bees this 5-3 lead. Now O'Grady's 2-1. Missed low and inside. One hop skipped back to the backstop and into the netting behind home plate. Count 3 balls and a strike now to Maddox. It was 1 for 1 with a home run and was hit by a pitch. Nothing that was intentional though, just high and tight ball that came up and caught him on the big elbow pad. Now the 3-1. This time outside for ball 4. So Craig Maddox draws a walk to lead things off here at the top of the 6th. Second walk issued by Dennis O'Grady in as many innings. Because that's been his issue this year. When he hasn't been going well, it has been the walks for O'Grady that have been troublesome. He's walking nearly 5 batters per 9 innings this season. That'll bring John Griffin up to the plates. And here's the first pitch from O'Grady. Check swing at a fastball that caught the knees. And the count 0-1. Griffin 1 out of 2 today. Singled and came around to score his last time up in the 4th against Velez. And struck out swinging against Matt Marsh back in the 1st. O'Grady comes set and the 0-1. Check swing from Griffin, but the pitch missed low and inside. No appeal necessary, and the count even up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Griffin, the former Long Island Duck from the 2015 season. Waits the 1-1, it swings and misses. Grady pulled the string on the breaking ball, and the count 1-2. Out of the powerful Griffin. 10 home runs on the season, 52 runs batted in. Griffin taking his time digging back into the right-handed batter's box. Grady a look over at first. Now the 1-2. Swing a fly ball hit well out towards right center. This one's got a chance, and it will go. A home run for John Griffin. An opposite field shot, clearing all 3 levels of advertising in right center. And the Bees' lead is now 7-3. A powerful blast that got up into the jet stream that's been blowing out to right field all game long. And Griffin, with his 2nd home run of the series and his 11th of the year, puts the Bees up by 4.
Bill Griffin, right fielder, number 6. Jamar Walton in there, number 6.
That'll bring up Jamar Walton with the bases empty. And the Bees up 7-3. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss by Walton. The count 0-1. Walton 1 for 2 today. Singled and scored in the 4th. Struck out swinging in the 2nd. Now here's the 0-1. Swing a foul ball at home plate. Count quickly 0-2 to Jamar Walton, the former Southern Maryland Blue Crab, who was traded here to the New Britain Bees earlier this season, during the offseason, for a player to be named later, who eventually was named. And it was Eric Fornatero who went from the Bees down to the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. The Ducks have faced Fornatero with both teams this season. Alex Berg took the brunt of that foul ball, so getting a couple of extra moments to recuperate. As they're talking in the last half inning about catching being such a demanding position. Here's Exhibit A. Pitch swung on and fouled off. 0-2 to Walton. Count will remain. 7-3 Bees. They've got 7 runs on just 5 hits, thanks to 3 Ducks errors. O'Grady's sitting on the 0-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Second strikeout for Dennis O'Grady and 8th of the game for Ducks pitching. And there's one gone here in the 6th inning. Boy, leadoff walks will kill you. O'Grady has walked the leadoff man in both of his 2 innings today. Once James Skelton did not come around to score, was erased on a double play, but the second time, O'Grady not as fortunate. 2-run home run for John Griffin here in the inning. So here's Yusuke Kajimoto. First pitch. Swinging a ground ball hit sharply to first base, picked by Sonko. He'll take it to the bag at first in time to retire Kajimoto for the second out here in the 6th inning. 3 unassisted on the ground out if you're keeping score at home. Now to bring up Connor Bierfeld. Bierfeld is 0 for 1 today. Struck out swinging his first time up, then had a sacrifice fly and a run batted in his second trip. That was the only RBI of the 4th inning for New Britain when they scored 3 runs. Only 2 of those were earned. O'Grady comes set, and the first pitch to Bierfeld. This is outside, and the count 1 ball and no strikes. Bierfeld with the old school stirrups look. Pants rolled up high, exposing the black socks and the white sanitaries underneath. Pitch misses, and the count's 2 balls and no strikes to Bierfeld. Hitting .229 with 18 dingers on the year. The 2-0. Half swing, but a whole strike for Bierfeld, and the count now 2-1. As he tried to hold up, but he broke the plane and then some. 2-1, 2 outs. Top of the 6th inning, 7-3 New Britain. The 2-1. Fastball caught the outside corner, and the count 2 balls and 2 strikes. Michael Baca, the shortstop, is on deck for the Bees. He'd be next if Bierfeld keeps the inning going. The 2-2. Swing a foul ball over the screen behind home plate and up into the upper level of seating. Count will remain at 2-2 to Bierfeld. There's a mad rush to go get the souvenir ball. It ensued, and a young fan came up with it. 2-2 to O'Grady. In there for a called strike 3, and Bierfeld goes down watching for strike 3. Second strikeout of the inning for O'Grady and his 3rd overall. Then we go to the bottom of the 6th as the New Britain Bees scored 2 runs on 1 hit, no errors. They don't leave anybody on base. It's 7-3 Bees over the Ducks here on the Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey fans, this is infielder Mark Krause, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Oh, I love it! The color of my new Nicolot patio is so vibrant. It's unlike anything I've ever seen.
You're welcome. I'm just gonna go finish that Nicolot walkway now.
Make your pavers vivid Nicolot pavers. The best looking, most vibrant pavers with the most 3-color blends in the industry. Featuring Nicolot's exclusive paver shield and color blending technology. With color throughout and guaranteed not to fade. Live life in color with Nicolot. Visit Nicolot.com.
Pave your way.
Have your birthday at the ballpark this season and celebrate with the flock. Kona Ice birthday party packages with the Long Island Ducks are now available. Each package includes 10 box seats, a commemorative birthday t-shirt and autographed baseball, a pizza and Kona Ice party in the Hebrew National Picnic area, and so much more. Best of all, the birthday child will stand on the dugout while the entire crowd sings happy birthday. Reserve your party today by calling the group sales department at 631-940-3825. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
We go to the bottom of the sixth inning. The score 7-3 in favor of the New Britain Bees. And they bring in their third pitcher of the game. The left-hander Brandon Fry will replace Brandon Shimo. Fry, the southpaw, coming in to face Mark Krause and Angelo Sanko, two lefties to start things off for the Ducks. And a switch hitter, Ruben Godzai, currently in the hole. Fry making his 59th appearance on the season. He's 1-3 with a 4.02 ERA. 56 innings, struck out 48 and walked 23, allowing 46 hits. So 7-3, the New Britain Bees lead the Long Island Ducks as we get started here in the bottom of the sixth inning. Fry into the game, replacing Brandon Shimo. Shimo worked around a leadoff single by Jordan Hinshaw to retire the Ducks in order in the fifth inning. And now Mark Krause will stride up to the plate. So 7-3. The New Britain Bees leading the Long Island Ducks by 4. As we start play here in the bottom of this sixth inning, it'll be Mark Krause, Angelo Sanko, and Ruben Godzai up against Brandon Fry of the New Britain Bees. Fry works from the extreme third base side of the rubber, dangling his arm as he looks into his sign from the catcher, James Skelton. Now he's set, and the first pitch to Krause. Into the knees for a called strike, and the count 0-1. Good fastball from Fry that time. Lefty-lefty matchup, generally favoring the pitcher. Krause 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts in the game today. Now the pitch. That one misses low and outside. Count even up at 1-1 to Krause. Leads the team with 26 doubles. Second on the team with 20 home runs. Leading the team with 81 RBIs, and his 2 triples also lead active Ducks. 1-1 misses high and outside. Count 2-1. Both Phelan Lentini and Anthony Vega had 3 triples with the Ducks this season, but none of them currently on the active roster. Now the 2-1. One missed low, and the count 3-1 down to Krause. Krause hitting .289, including his 0 for 2 today. Riding an 8-game on-base streak. Fry sets. Now the 3-1 pitch. This is low in the dirt for ball 4. So Mark Krause leads things off in the sixth inning with a walk. That's the first Ducks walk of the game. It's presented by City MD Urgent Care. With over 15 City MD locations across Long Island, if you need a doctor, just walk in to City MD Urgent Care. That'll bring Angelo Sanko up to the plate. Sanko 1 for 2 with a solo home run and a strikeout in the game today. Home run was his 22nd of the year. First pitch from Fry to Sanko. Fastball catches the knees for a called strike. And the count 0-1. Fry's got some good arm side run on the fastball. It's a two-seamer or a sinker that he throws. And it dives down and into the lefties and down and away from the righties. Now the 0-1. Swing a line drive hit to right center field. That'll get down for base hits. Rounding second and staying right there is Mark Krause. As Angelo Sanko picks up a base knock, his second of the game. And the Ducks have runners on first and second with nobody out here in the bottom of the sixth. Trailing the New Britain Bees by a 7-3 score. And in need of base runners. So the Ducks looking to try and chip away at this game. and get back into it as Ruben Gotay steps up to the plate. Fry dangles his arm, now looks in. Comes set, a look back at second. And the first pitch to Gotay. Misses low, the count 1 ball and no strikes. You know, today, September 3rd, is the anniversary of one of the most important moments in baseball history. You have to go back all the way to the year 1880 to truly appreciate this. The 1-0. Misses low and inside to Gotay. Count even up at 2 balls and no strikes, pardon me. But on 1880, September 3rd, at Strawberry Hill, Massachusetts, which is located right off Cape Cod, the first ever night baseball game was played. 2-0 pitch in for a called strike to Gotay. On the count 2-1, at least the first one ever recorded. It was made up of 2 teams that were not professionals. It was employees from retail competitors of Jordan Marsh and R.H. White Companies. Pitch grounded foul up the third baseline by Gotay, count 2-2. It was played under lights that were placed on 3 wooden towers erected 500 feet apart from each other and provided by the Northern Electric Light Company that supplied the brightness equivalent of 90,000 candles. Timeout called by home plate umpire James Skelton, or rather by catcher James Skelton, granted by home plate umpire Fred DeJesus. And the game ended in a 16-16 tie for a fascinating reason. It's the 2-2 to Gotay, misses low and inside. It's now 3-2. Because the players in the game needed to catch the last ferry back to Boston. So they ended the game in a 16-16 tie so everyone could get on the ferry and head back home. Get ready for work tomorrow. 3-2. Misses low for ball 4. Brandon Fry issues the second walk of the inning. That's another Ducks walk presented by City MD Urgent Care. With over 15 City MD locations across Long Island, if you need a doctor, just walk in. And Stan Clyburn, manager of the New Britain Bees, will just walk out. And that will be it for Brandon Fry. New pitcher coming into the game for the New Britain Bees as Fry faces 3 batters and doesn't retire any of them. We'll take a break, let you know about the new pitcher coming in for the Bees right after this on the Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Dennis O'Grady, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
PSEG Long Island is making things work for you with over 10 energy efficiency programs that can help you save on your monthly electric bill. From our free online energy analyzer and in-home energy assessments to rebates on energy efficient air conditioning, even discounts on LED light bulbs. Helping you save on electricity is our job. What to do with your savings?
Flight 85 now boarding for the magic of Orlando.
Is entirely up to you. Visit psegly.com/save money. Just one more way PSEG Long Island is making things work for you.
Take your group out to the ball game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the picnic area, luxury suites, the Smokin' Owl's party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as the Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard, be the Nicolak Dream Team, put on a pregame performance, or shag fly balls during Ducks batting practice. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
The new pitcher in the game for the New Britain Bees is the right-hander Casey Coleman, who comes in to relieve Brandon Fry. Coleman becomes the 4th pitcher in the game for the Bees. On the year, he's making his 17th appearance, and he's 0-2 with a 3.34 ERA. He's also made 4 starts for New Britain. 32 1/3 innings pitched, 39 strikeouts, and just 8 walks. And 30 hits allowed. He comes in with the bases loaded and a sticky wickets, with the New Britain Bees leading 7-3. But Elmer Reyes coming up to the plate, representing the tying run in the game for the Long Island Ducks. First pitch on the way. Misses high and inside as Reyes spins out of the way of it. The count 1 ball and no strikes. Elmer halfway to a cycle. He's got a single, a double, and a run scored in the game today. Now the 1-0. Good breaking ball by Coleman, but it missed low. The count 2 balls and no strikes. It's Mark Krause at third base, Angelo Sonko at second, and Ruben Gotay aboard at first. Now the pitch. Fastball caught the inside corner for a called strike. And the count now 2-1 to Elmer Reyes. Ducks trailing by 4, but a prime opportunity to get right back into this one. Coleman's 2-1. Swinging a fly ball, lifted foul down the first base line and well out of play up into the upper concourse. The count even up at 2 balls and 2 strikes to Reyes. Coleman, a native of Fort Myers, Florida, spent some time in the major leagues. Turned 30 years old on July 3rd. Throws righty, bats lefty, but with the DH here in the Atlantic League, Coleman doesn't get a lot of at-bats, especially being a reliever. Any 2-2, swung on and fly to the air to center field, chasing Krause back. It's playable for him as Mark Krause tags up at third. He'll come in and score. And a sacrifice fly and a run batted in for Elmer Reyes. And the score now 7-4 in favor of New Britain. That run charged to Brandon Fry, as Angelo Sonko also advanced to third base on the play, and Ruben Gotay held up at first. Now Alex Berg up at the dish, again representing the tying run, and with good pop and the wind blowing out to right field. Berg, who does go that way with authority often. An opportunity here, but 0 for 2 today as he rips one down the left field line. That's a base hit headed towards the corner. In to score from third is Sonko. Getting the wave around at third is Ruben Gotay. Here comes the relay throw. It goes behind the runner at second and goes into right field. Berg gets up. He'll come to third. He's getting the wave around. Here comes Walton's throw to the plate, and he is safe! Safe at the plate as Skelton bobbled and all the way around on a Little League inside the park home run. Alex Berg ties it at 7. What in tarnation just happened? Ruben Gotay was a dead duck at home plate if Michael Baca throws the relay throw home. Instead, he threw behind Alex Berg at second, and nobody was there, and the ball skittered into right field, and Berg came all the way around to score. What a goat rodeo. First pitch to Giovanni Alfonso is whipped into right field. That'll get in for a base hit. So the game tied at 7 here in the 6th inning, as Alfonso comes up with a base hit. Okay, so if everyone's ready, here's the official scoring on the play from Alex Berg. It is a double. Alex Berg doubles, scoring 2 runs, so he gets 2 RBIs. Then he comes around to score on an E6 by Michael Baca. He's now pitching coach Sean Gil-Blair out to the mound to try and settle down his pitcher, Casey Coleman. 3 runs in this inning are charged to Brandon Fry. Right now, just the 1 against Coleman. That's unearned for the time being, but that can become earned depending on how the rest of the inning shakes out. 7-7 in a crazy Sunday contest. Coleman set and the pitch. Swung on and fouled back over the net behind home plate and up into the sweet level by Jordan Hinshaw before it falls back down below. Count 0-1. 7 runs, 5 hits, 1 error for New Britain. 7 runs, 10 hits, 3 errors for the Ducks. The 0-1. This is outside to Hinshaw. Count even up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Jordan Hinshaw's 2 for 3 against his old mates today. A single and a double. 2 RBIs all the way back in the second inning. Coleman comes set. The pitch, runner goes. Misses low and outside. Skelton's throw down to second is not in time. Giovanni Alfonso swipes his 7th base of the season, and he gets himself in a scoring position with 1 out. 2 balls and a strike to count to Jordan Hinshaw. Seventh man to bat here in the inning. Now Coleman set the 2-1, swinging a foul ball over on the right side and well out of play. And the count even up at 2 to Hinshaw. The Ducks with 4 runs in this inning on 3 hits. 2 walks and an error as well have helped them out. It's Giovanni Alfonso at second base. Man in scoring position for Jordan Hinshaw. Now the pitch, swing and a miss by Hinshaw. He goes down on strikes for the 2nd out in the inning. Sixth strikeouts of the night for New Britain pitching. 2 gone in the 6th, and that'll bring up Delta Cleary Jr. Cleary Jr. is 0 for 3 today. A ground out, a fly out, and then he grounded into a double play. First pitch, misses low and inside, off the glove of Skelton, and down to third base goes Alfonso. A wild pitch against Casey Coleman. This inning continues to go from bad to worse for the Bees. Game tied up at 7. Now the go-ahead run on third. Here's the 1-0. Check swing by Delton. It misses low for ball 2. Delta's got the average up to 273 on the season entering play today. Had been down around the 220s at the beginning of August. He just caught fire in the month. The 2-0. Lays off, but it catches the outside corner for a strike. And now 2-1. Here's the pitch from Coleman. Breaking ball fouled off the shins of Delta Cleary Jr. And the count even up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Coleman's got kind of a funky delivery to the plate, where he'll turn his back to the hitter before doing an about face and delivering the pitch. Depending on your era, it's either reminiscent of Hideo Nomo, A.J. Burnett, or Louis Tiant. Not quite the full turnaround that Nomo would do, though, back in his heyday with the Dodgers in the 90s. The 2-2. On the outside corner, strike 3 called. Delta Cleary Jr. goes down on strike. 2nd strikeout of the inning for Casey Coleman. But in the frame, the Ducks score 4 runs on, we'll call it 3 hits. There was 1 error. There could have been 5. And the Ducks leave 1 on base. We go to the 7th. The game tied at 7 here between the Ducks and the Bees on the Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Rob Rogers, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
M&V Limousines is the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks. Family owned and operated, they've been in the business for over 24 years. M&V Limousines offers coach buses with Wi-Fi and restrooms, party buses, exotic limousines, and also recently acquired Hampton Luxury Liner with regular service from New York City to the Hamptons. They also offer a variety of vineyard tour options. Whether you're looking for transportation for weddings, proms, corporate outings, or long-distance trips, they've got the right vehicle for you. Visit their showroom in Comac or check them out online at mvlimo.com. M&V Limousines and Hampton Luxury Liner, the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks.
Family fun every time.
Beautiful evening for baseball.
Big action every time.
He reaches up, it's gone!
Great value every time.
And the Ducks have won it 7-1.
The Ducks schedule is loaded with new promotions this season, and with an average ticket price of just $10 and free parking, there is no better value on Long Island. For game times and tickets, visit liducks.com. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
Fans, don't forget to stop by the Waddle Inn shop on your next visit to the Duck Pond. It's where exclusive, hard-to-find Ducks memorabilia is now on sale. Proceeds benefit the Quacker Jack Foundation, the charitable arm of the Long Island Ducks. So after 2 innings, Dennis O'Grady's night is done, and you can enter a new pitcher for the Long Island Ducks. It's the right-hander by the name of Zach Treese. So Treese in becomes the 4th pitcher of the game for the Ducks. After Matt Marsh, Jose Velez, and Dennis O'Grady got the Ducks the first 6 innings. That'll be up to Zach Treese to come in, making his 49th appearance of the year. He's 6-1 with a 4.17 earned run average. Treese will face Michael Baca, James Skelton, and Michael Krause. It's 9-1-2 in the Bees lineup. With the game tied at 7, the first pitch at the top of the 7th, with the sun starting to peek through the clouds, is a ball inside, the count 1-0. Baca is 0 for 2 today. Struck out swinging and flew out to right field as he swings and misses at the 1-0 pitch. Count even up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Long Island Ducks pitchers have struck out 9 batters through 6 innings. 6 for Matt Marsh, and 3 for Dennis O'Grady, none for Jose Velez. Good breaking ball by Treese on 1-1, gets a call for a strike. Count now 1-2. We last saw Treese pitching in game 2 of the doubleheader the other day as the 1-2 misses. It's now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Gave up 2 runs, neither of which were earned in 2 innings. 2 hits, didn't walk anyone, struck out 4. 2-2 pitch, breaking ball in for a called strike 3. And Baca knew it, he just turns around and heads back to the dugout. That is the 10th strikeout of the game for Long Island Ducks pitching. First for Treese on the game. Boy, he's looked good over these last few appearances, has Treese. He's not allowed an earned run in now his last 7 innings pitched, spanning 4 appearances. In that time, he's struck out, let's quickly do the math, 12. First pitch to Skelton is skied in the air towards left center, playable for Delta Cleary Jr., ranging in towards the gap. He makes the catch for out number 2 in the inning, and Skelton, before we can even introduce you to him and tell you that he was 0 for 2, makes it 0 for 3 with the fly out to center, or the second outs here in the inning. Bring up Michael Krause with the Ducks and Bees tied at 7 here in the top of the 7th inning.
I saw this once in a while, but not too often.
Treese taking a long look in. Now comes set and the first pitch. Didn't miss by much, but must have been low or off the plates in the count. 1 ball and no strikes to Michael Krause. Krause is 0 for 3 today with 2 strikeouts, also a ground out to his name. Good breaking ball from Tree, spins in for a strike, and the count now even up at 1-1. Seven runs, 5 hits, 1 error for New Britain. 7 runs, 10 hits, 3 errors for the Ducks. The 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball, Kraus checked his swing and did not go around. The count now runs to 2 balls and 1 strike. Treek set the 2-1. Swinging ground ball hit to third. Picked nicely by the third baseman Gotai. He throws across the diamond to first in time to retire the speedy Michael Kraus, who is hustling. And that puts the Bees down in order, 1-2-3 here in the 7th. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on. It's time to get up and stretch. The score tied at 7 between the Ducks and Bees. But first we'll take a break and bring you God Bless America, performed here on Veterans Appreciation Day at Bethpage Ballpark, performed by the Voices for Veterans.
God bless America.
God bless. God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans, wide with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home. We are the voices for the veterans. We love you. Thank you. God bless you.
So that was God Bless America. It's time to get up and stretch here. The Ducks and the Bees tied at 7 as we head to the bottom of the 7th on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey fans, this is outfielder Angelo Sanko, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Long Island's Ford Giant is celebrating its 60th year anniversary. Stop by Sayville Ford to check out their state-of-the-art showroom featuring enclosed service drives, luxurious customer lounge, and a larger selection to choose from. Get giant savings on hundreds of new and used vehicles in stock. Sayville Ford's 60th anniversary celebration is going on now. Visit SayvilleFord.com or download the Sayville Ford app today to learn more about Sayville Ford's 60th anniversary savings. Call 631-589-4800 today.
Baseball fans, the Long Island Ducks mobile app has officially arrived. Powered by Clear Vision Apps, it's your one-stop shop for all things Ducks baseball. Buy tickets straight from your mobile device. Receive game status updates with push notifications. Check out up-to-the-minute news and scores and interact with the Ducks on social media. Best of all, it's free. Download the Ducks mobile app today by visiting the App Store on your Apple-powered device or Google Play on your Android-powered device. The Long Island Ducks mobile app, with you wherever you flock to.
On the Thursday, the designated hitter, number 20, Lou Ford, number 20.
Lou Ford leads it off for the Ducks in the bottom of the 7th with the game tied at 7. The first pitch from Casey Coleman is in for a called strike at the knees, and the count 0-1 to Lou Ford. Ford 1 for 3 in the game so far as the pitch from Coleman comes in and is swung on and missed. Good fastball up at the letters, and the count 0-2. Ford beat out an infield single in the first inning and has struck out swinging in his 2 subsequent trips. It's Casey Coleman on the mound for the New Britain Bees, starting his first full inning after coming in mid-inning in the 6th. 1-2 missed low, or rather 0-2 missed low. Count now 1-2 to Ford. It'll be Ford, Mark Krause, and Angelo Sonko, 3, 4, and 5 for the Ducks in the inning. 1-2 missed off the plate away, and the count even up at 2 balls and 2 strikes to Ford. Ducks scored 4 runs in the bottom of the 6th inning to tie the game at 7. This pitch is hit on a line out towards left field. That'll fall in front of Connor Bierfeld for base hits. Second hit of the game for Lou Ford and the 11th overall for the Long Island Ducks today. That'll bring up Mark Krause with the wind still blowing out towards right field with some decent velocity. Not quite what it was earlier in the game. It's certainly not Zephyrian, as you might call it, on a lighter breeze day. So Coleman comes set. Here's the pitch. This is outside. The count 1 ball and 0 strikes. Coleman using a little bit of a slide step there, not fully turning his back to Krause with the runner Ford on first base. Not that Lou's a big threat to run. He's 0 for 1 in stolen bases this year. He's dealt with some hamstring issues as well. As the 1-0 pitch misses low. Now 2 balls and 0 strikes to Krause. Krause is 0 for 2 today. He's grounded out, struck out, and drawn a walk. He's now reached base in 9 straight contests. Coleman set the 2-0. Off the plate away, and the count now 3 balls and no strikes to Mark Krause with Angelo Sonko, who already has a home run today, looming in the on-deck circle. He tied at 7 here in the bottom of the 7th inning. The 3-0 from Coleman. Misses low and inside for ball 4. And Casey Coleman's mechanics are just all over the place. He's having, it seems like, a hard time repeating himself on the mound. His delivery's just kind of all over the place with that half turn to full turn to no turn before he delivers the pitch. And loses Mark Krause with a 4-pitch walk. Another Ducks walk brought to you by City MD Urgent Care. Over 14 City MD locations across Long Island. If you need a doctor, just walk in. Runners on first and second. Nobody out, and Angelo Sonko at the dish. Here's the first pitch from Coleman. Fastball that crackles in for a called strike. Count 0-1. Sonko, 2 for 3 today. A solo home run, single, 2 runs scored. He's also struck out swinging. The 0-1. He lays down a bunt, but pops it up to third base, and Jovan Rosa will come grab it in foul territory. So Sonko tries to catch everybody by surprise with a bunt attempt. And he ends up popping out to third base.
Ducks third baseman, number 30, Ruin. Go tie, number 30.
1 gone here in the inning, and I get the idea for Sonko that time. You had the third baseman Rosa playing back, trying to catch everyone by surprise and get on base, but if you're not used to bunting in game situations, don't do it. First pitch to go time, misses high and outside, the count 1-0. I mean, the Bees didn't have the shift on against him, especially not with runners on first and second. If they did, it would be understandable, because then you're trying to bunt for a hit against the shift, which is a good play. But in that situation, I think the element of surprise was not outweighed by the risk of exactly what happens, taking the bat out of your hands on one of your best power hitters. As the pitch to Gotai is in for a strike, count 1-1. Especially a guy who's got 2 hits already today. I don't think that was a bunt sign that was given. I think it was just Sonko had the idea and tried to get his way on, but this was not successful. 1-1 misses. It's now 2-1. Gotai 1 for 2, a single, a walk, and 2 runs scored today. And 272 on the year with an on-base north of 400. 2-1. Breaking ball missed low. The count 3 balls and 1 strike to Ruben. Threatening to get his way on with Elmer Reyes looming in the on-deck circle. Three-one pitch, swinging a drive hit high in the air and deep to right field, but well foul. That one hits down over by the kids area and gets well out of play. And skip and out of the back of the stadium. It's now 3-2 to Gotai, full counts. Casey Coleman has painted himself into a corner with runners on first and second and 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th of a tie game. 3-2, swing and a miss. Ruben Gotai goes down on strikes. Second out of the inning, and that'll bring up Elmer Reyes. Third strikeout for Casey Coleman. And the 8th overall for New Britain pitching in the game today. So Reyes now coming up. He's 2 for 2, a single, a double, and a sacrifice fly, an RBI, and a run scored. A very full day for Elmer. Made a couple of nice defensive plays as well. First pitch misses low and outside. The count 1 ball and no strikes. It's Coleman getting up there in his pitch count, closing in on 30 pitches. Or rather 40 pitches, pardon me. It's already past 30. Spun off the mound, took a look back at the runner Ford at second. Lou Ford at second base, Mark Krause aboard at first. And the pitch to Reyes, swung on and fouled back to the backstop, but James Skelton, the catcher, on the mask on the way back. Count even at 1. Ford singled to lead off the inning. Krause then walked after him. And Sonko popping out foul on a bunt attempt. Ruben Gotai striking out. Kept the runners at first and second with 2 outs. Complaint umpire Fred DeJesus allowing some time for the catcher Skelton to recover. Professional courtesy, same as he did with Alex Berg earlier in the game. Now the 1-1 from Coleman. Fastball, count the outside corner for a strike. And the count now 1-2 to Reyes. Reyes has been red hot for the Ducks, hitting over 400 in his last 10 games. That doesn't even include his 2 for 2 today that has his season batting average up over 300. Coleman set the 1-2. Misses low, and the count 2 balls and 2 strikes. Reyes fighting to keep things alive. The 2-2 pitch. Misses outside. It's now full, 3-2. Timeout called by the catcher Skelton. He'll head out to talk with Casey Coleman before the 3-2 pitch. The runners will have an automatic start from their bases. Lou Ford off second base. Mark Krause off of first. Game tied at 7 here in the bottom of the 7th inning. 2 outs. The New Britain Bees and the Long Island Ducks, game 3 of a 4-game wraparound series this Labor Day weekend. Today and tomorrow, the last 2 times the Bees will play the Ducks this year. Now the 3-2 runners go. Swing and a miss. Reyes goes down on a flat-footed swing attempt for the 2nd strikeout of the inning and the 3rd out of the frame as well. For the Ducks in the bottom of the 7th, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left on base. We go to the 8th. The score 7-7 between the Ducks and the New Britain Bees here on the Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Patrick Kreider,
and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
PSEG Long Island is making things work for you with over 10 energy efficiency programs that can help you save on your monthly electric bill. From our free online energy analyzer and in-home energy assessments to rebates on energy-efficient air conditioning, even discounts on LED light bulbs. Helping you save on electricity is our job. What to do with your savings?
Flight 85 now boarding for the magic of Orlando.
Is entirely up to you. Visit pseglyny.com/save money. Just one more way PSEG Long Island is making things work for you.
Take your group out to the ball game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the picnic area, luxury suites, the Smokin' Owl's party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as the Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard, be the Nickolock Dream Team, put on a pregame performance, or shag fly balls during Ducks batting practice. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
We go to the top of the 8th inning. Hey, Ducks fans, do you want frequent updates on team transactions, scores, store specials, and the status of upcoming games? Then follow the Long Island Ducks on Twitter at twitter.com/LIDucks. With Twitter, the faithful flock will also be able to follow their Ducks and find out more information regarding nightly promotions, player signings, league activities, and more. The Ducks are tweeting right now, and you can follow along at twitter.com/LIDucks. Joe Vasile here with you on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network today. The score 7-7 between the Ducks and Bees as we start the top of the 8th inning. And there's a new pitcher in the game for the Long Island Ducks. It's the right-hander from Islip, Rob Rogers, making his 52nd appearance of this season. Rogers is 4-1 with a 4.11 ERA, and he'll have to face Jovan Rosa, Craig Maddox, and John Griffin. First pitch to Rosa is a broken bat line drive hit into center field. Coming in is Delta Cleary Jr., and that one will fall in front of him for a base hit. So Jovan Rosa with a rude greeting for Rob Rogers here in the top of the 8th inning. And a man on first with nobody out in a tie game for the New Britain Bees. Rogers, the 5th pitcher in the game for the Long Island Ducks. Matt Marsh went the first 3. Jose Velez then went 1. Dennis O'Grady tossed 2. And Zach Treese a 1-2-3 7th. First pitch to Maddox misses upstairs. The count 1 ball and no strikes. Maddox has had a full day at the plate. 1 for 1, was hit by a pitch, walked, hit a 2-run home run, and has scored 3 runs. The unorthodox batting stance doing wonders for Maddox. The 1-0 pitch. Fouled up the first base line. Count even up at 1. Maddox, player coach for the Bees, who stands wide open and waves the bat in front of his face as he gets set for the pitch. It's very fun to impersonate. It's very fun to look at. And somehow, some way, Craig Maddox makes it work. The 1-1 swing, a line drive hit up the middle, but playing over in the shift was Reyes. He knocks it down and will throw to second in time to retire Jovan Rosa. The lead runner on the fielder's choice. Good play and good positioning by the Ducks defense, with Reyes right up the middle against the dead pull hitter Maddox. Reaches it first on the fielder's choice, which goes down 4-6. Racing Rosa and trading him for Maddox, neither of whom have a ton of speed out on the base paths. 1 gone in the inning, and John Griffin now coming up to the plates. Griffin is 2 for 3 against his former team today. A pair of runs scored and a 2-run opposite field home run. First pitch, checked his swing. Did he go around on appeal? Yes, he did. His first base umpire Jorge Teran making the call, and the count is 0-1 to Griffin. His home run that cleared the back wall of advertising in right center came in the top of the sixth that gave New Britain a 7-3 lead at the time as he swings and fouls the pitch off. Up into the upper concourse, count 0-2 to Griffin. The Ducks then responded with 4 runs in the bottom of the 6th inning, 3 of which were earned. Tie the game up at 7. Ducks pitching staff has allowed 3 unearned runs today. The 0-2. Swinging a foul ball over on the right field line. We'll do it again at 0-2 to Griffin. It has not been the crispest played game for either side. Combined 4 errors, 3 for the Ducks, 1 for the Bees, 14 runs, 7 apiece, and 17 hits, 11 for the Ducks and 6 for New Britain. The 0-2. Breaking ball missed low. Count 1 ball and 2 strikes. There's been a passed ball. There have been wild pitches. 3 total home runs. Walks galore. A hit batter. And more. The pitch. Swinging a ground ball through the left side and into left field for a base hit for John Griffin. Station is Maddox. He'll hold up at second. A hard hit single for John Griffin puts runners on first and second. With 1 out here in the top of the 8th inning. Game tied at 7. As that'll bring Alex Berg out to the mound to have a quick chat with Rob Rogers to change up signs with Maddox on second base. So that brings Jamar Walton up to the plate. Walton is 1 for 3. Struck out twice, singled and scored a run back in the 4th. That was against Jose Velez. Been a bullpen day for both teams. First pitch from Rogers, swinging a ground ball back to the mound. He waits on it, throws to second for 1, relay to first, not in time. It was too slow to develop. However, they do retire John Griffin on the play. Advancing to third base is Craig Maddox, and safe at first, Jamar Walton. So he reaches on the fielder's choice. That goes 1 to 6. It's out number 2 here in the inning. It'll bring up Yusuke Kajimoto. Kajimoto, a switch hitter, bats from the left-hand side against the righty sinker baller Rogers. Ruben Gotai even with the bag at third. Everyone else straight away on the infield. The first pitch swung on and missed. Count 0-1 to Kajimoto. He's 1 for 3 today with an infield single. So ball that he hit to third base. It was barehanded by Ruben Gotai, and then he threw the ball into shallow right field. Kajimoto got a single and advanced to second on the throwing error, which also allowed John Griffin to score. Pitch misses low, and the count's now even up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Kajimoto keeps it going. The dangerous Connor Bierfeld is on deck for the New Britain Bees. Pitch, swinging a fly ball lifted in the air to right center field, sending Hinshaw back to the warning track. At the wall, Jordan Hinshaw makes the catch and crashes into the wall in right center field for out number 3. Kajimoto gives it a ride, but flies out to right to end the inning. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left on base here in the 8th. We go to the bottom of the 8th. The game's tied at 7 between the Long Island Ducks and the New Britain Bees on the Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Zach Treese, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey, Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. And best of all, it's only minutes away from Bethpage Ballpark. The Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 631-231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Bethpage Ballpark is a great place to watch a ball game, so why not do so from some of the best seats in the house? The Ducks are proud to present the brand new Long Island Ducks Beer Garden. Open for all fans on nights when the Smokin' Owl's party deck has not been reserved, the Beer Garden will feature a variety of frosty draft and bottled brews, as well as several food choices. The area has been decked out with bar rail seating and Ducks branded furniture to provide a comfortable atmosphere for everyone. Be sure to stop by and check out the brand new Long Island Ducks Beer Garden on your next visit to the ballpark.
The New Britain Bees and the Long Island Ducks are tied at 7, heading to the bottom of the 8th inning, and the Bees have dipped into their bullpen once again. Coming into pitch now for the Bees is right-hander and former Big League All-Star Brandon Lee. Will make his 40th appearance of the season. He's 2-2 with a 4.82 earned run average. And League will come in and face Alex Berg, Giovanni Alfonso, and Jordan Hinshaw, 8-9-1 in the Ducks lineup here in the bottom of the 8th inning. This has been quite the contest with unearned runs galore, and looks like it's going to come down to some late inning heroics on one side or the other. The Ducks hoping that it is theirs. First pitch to Alex Berg, catches the letters for a called strike, and the count 0-1. League, the 5th pitcher in the game for the New Britain Bees. Nate Rowe went the first 4, allowed 3 runs on 6 hits, as the 0-1 pitch is swung on and missed by Berg. Count quickly 0-2. Brandon Shimmo allowed a hit but no runs in his inning of work. Brandon Fry faced 3 batters, didn't retire any of them, gave up a hit and 2 walks. All 3 of those runners came home to score. Casey Coleman went 2 innings, allowing an unearned run on 3 hits. Pitch misses low and inside to Berg, count now 1-2. Coleman also struck out 4 and walked 1 in his 2 innings. Oh, that 1 unearned run was Berg up at the plate. Now the 1-2 from Lee. Swing a drive, hit in the air pretty well to right field. Going back is Walton. He looks up. It's out of here. Alex Berg to the opposite field gives the Ducks an 8-7 lead. We talked earlier in the game about the opposite field power of Alex Berg. With the wind blowing out to right field, he got it up into the jet stream, and it carried it out for a solo home run. First pitch to Alfonso. Fastball strike on the outside corner from League, and the count 0-1. Giovanni Alfonso, 1 for 3 today. A single and a stolen base, and also 2 flyouts. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss. Count quickly, 0-2 to Alfonso. 7 runs, 7 hits, 1 error for New Britain. 8 runs, 12 hits, 3 errors for the Ducks. Brandon League comes set, now the 0-2. Check swing down on the dirt. Did he go? No, he did not. It's on appeal to first base umpire Jorge Saran. And Alfonso a stay of execution. The count 1-2. Crowd still buzzing after that home run. A 1-2 pitch. Swinging a ground ball hit up the middle. Playable for the shortstop, Michael Baca. He fields and throws to first in time to retire Alfonso for the first out of the inning. 6-3 on the ground out. Flip the lineup card over and bring up Jordan Hinshaw. Hinshaw 2 for 4 with a 2-run double in the game today. Now here's the first pitch. This is low and outside. The count 1 ball and no strikes to Hinshaw. Pop up, the 2-run double, a single and a strikeout. That's the day for Jordan Hinshaw. He had an error in the field, but he made up for it with that double at the plates. 1-0, misses low and outside. It's now 2-0. He's also made a couple of other grabs in right field that have saved runs, including the one to end the top of the 8th inning back at the wall in right center. And the drive from Yusuke Kajimoto. Now the 2-0 from Lee. Late swinging a foul ball off of the right field line. That'll get up and well out of play up on top of the roof of the concession stand. Count 2-1 to Jordan Hinshaw. That was just the second home run that Brandon League has allowed this season. And again, former big leaguer's 40th appearance of the year. Swinging a ground ball hit to to second. Kajimoto over. He throws on to first in time to retire Hinshaw for the second out here in the 8th inning. We'll bring up Delta Cleary Jr.
Center fielder number 5, Delta Cleary Jr., number 5.
2 gone here in the 8th inning. First pitch on the way. At the knees for a called strike to Delta Cleary Jr. Count 0-1. Delta's 0 for 4 today. Looking to get one in the hit column here as the pitch misses outside. And the count even up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Delta's got a 15-game on-base streak riding here in this at-bats. 1-1 pitch, swinging a foul ball back to the backstop. Got a piece of the shin guard of James Skelton. Count 1-2. During the 15-game on-base streak for Delta, sitting .371 with a double, a homer, and 8 runs batted in. Pitch. This is outside, and the count 2 balls and 2 strikes. Looking ahead to the top of the 9th, the Bees have 8-9-1. Connor Bierfeld, Michael Baca, and James Skelton due up. The 2-2. Late swing and a foul ball by Delta Cleary Jr. that gets down into the lower concourse. We'll do it again at 2-2. 8-7, the Ducks on top. In a back-and-forth contest, the Bees led 2-0 after the first. The Ducks went up 3-2 after the second. The Bees then led by scores of 5-3 and 7-3 before the Ducks scored 4 runs in the 6th and now 1 in the 8th to take the lead. 2-2 missed inside. It's now 3-2. Delta Cleary Jr. Lou Ford on deck. The Ducks have hit 2 home runs today. The Bees have hit 2 home runs today. Now the pitch. Misses low and outside for ball 4. So Delta Cleary Jr. draws a walk here with 2 outs. That extends his on-base streak to 16 straight games. That's another Ducks walk presented by City MD Urgent Care. With over 15 City MD locations across Long Island, if you need a doctor, just walk in to City MD Urgent Care. That'll bring up Lou Ford with a man on first and 2 outs. Brandon Lee comes set, and the first pitch to Lou. This is for a ball, and the count 1-0. Ford, it's 2 for 4 today. An infield single back in the first and a regular old single back in the seventh. In between, 2 strikeouts. A single and strikeout sandwich for Ford. A 1-0 from League. Misses low and outside. It's now 2-0. It's not quite a turkey bacon hero, but sure Ford would love to pick up a third hit here. This inning going with Mark Krause on deck. Ducks now looking for an insurance run all of the sudden. 2-0 pitch catches the knees on the outside, Black for a strike. It's now 2-1 to Ford. Alex Berg's solo home run to lead things off here in the bottom of the 8th inning, giving the Ducks this 8-7 lead. Now Brandon League comes set, trying to keep it right there. 2-1. Swinging a foul ball back over the screen behind home plate. That gets up into the sweet level behind home. We count 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Lou. Ford, one of the longest tenured Ducks of all time. League set the 2-2 pitch. Swinging a fly ball lifted foul along the first base line. That'll get out of play. And up into the stands. Count remains at 2 balls and 2 strikes to Ford. Brandon League has now thrown 24 pitches in this inning. He'll need at least 25 to get through it. He comes set at the belt. The 2-2. Swing a ground ball through the right side into right field for a base hit. Cleary Jr. turns second. He'll head for third and get in standing without a throw. It's a base hit for Lou Ford, his 3rd hit of the game. And the Lou Birds are out here at Bethpage Ballpark with Mark Krause now coming to the plate. The runner on third.
Mark Krause, number 34.
Krause 0 for 2 in the game. He's grounded out, struck out, and walked twice. Came around to score once. His runners on the corners here with Delta Cleary Jr. at third base and Lou Ford aboard at first. Angelo Sonko providing protection in the on-deck circle. Ford with his lead being held on by Griffin. First pitch to Krause, swinging a foul ball at home plates. And they count 0-1. Ducks leading 8-7 here in the bottom of the 8th inning, looking to hang on and notch their 70th win of the season, clinching at least a .500 record on the year. League is set. Now the 0-1. This is high and outside. Count even up at 1-1 to Mark Krause. The win would also lower the Ducks' magic number down to 8 to clinch a playoff spot. 1-1. Swing a line drive hit out towards left field. Playable for Bierfeld, chasing back on it. He makes the catch, and that will retire the side. So Krause hits it hard, but right at Connor Bierfeld. And the Ducks will have to settle for just the 1 run on 2 hits, no errors. And they lead 2 on base. We go to the top of the 9th to score 8-7. The Ducks lead the New Britain Bees here on the Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey fans, this is catcher Alex Berg, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Going way back is Joe Holden, and he is looking up, and that one is headed to field 5 at Robert Moses. The waves are gnarly, and the Ducks have tied it at 1. That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quackerjack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
Well, we go to the top of the 9th inning. Baseball fans, have you downloaded the official Long Island Ducks mobile app yet? Powered by Clear Vision Apps, you can buy tickets and stay up to date on Long Island's hometown team right on your mobile device. Download the app today for free by visiting the App Store on your Apple-powered device or Google Play on your Android-powered device. The new pitcher in the game for the Ducks as we hit the top of the 9th inning is the closer, Amalio Diaz. Comes in trying to hang on to this 8-7 lead that the Ducks are out to thanks to a solo home run from the catcher, Alex Berg. It'll be Connor Bierfeldt, Michael Baca, and James Skelton. 8-9-1 in the Bees lineup up against Diaz. Makes his 53rd appearance of the year. He's 5-4 with a 2.28 ERA, and he's vying for what would be his 15th save of the season. The Bees have 7 runs on 7 hits and 1 error. The Ducks 8 runs on 13 hits and 3 errors. It has not been a clean game by any stretch. Diaz comes set and readies for the first pitch to Bierfeldt. Fastball swung on and fouled back over the top of the press box here behind home plate, and the count 0-1. Bierfeldt 0 for 2 today. Struck out twice and also has a sacrifice fly and an RBI to his name. Ducks trying to hang on and win a game by 1 run. They're 25-22 this season in 1-run games. Pitch. Swing and a miss by Bierfeldt, and the count 0-2. Although, get this for the Ducks, since August 4th, the Ducks are 12-2 in 1-run games. They were 7 games under 500 in those situations before that. The 0-2 from Diaz. This is low and outside. Yanked the pitch a little bit, and the count 1-2. Trying to win another one by a single run here today. They lead 8-7, top of the 9th inning. Diaz comes set, now the 1-2 pitch. Swinging a foul tip by Bierfeldt. Berg couldn't hang on. So we'll do it again at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Diaz, the 6th pitcher in the game for the Ducks. Matt Marsh went the first 3, allowed 2 unearned runs on just 1 hit. The Craig Maddox 2-run home run. Didn't walk anybody, struck out 6. Then it was Jose Velez. Gave up 3 runs in an inning. Though just 2 of those were earned on 3 hits. No walks, no strikeouts. Dennis O'Grady, 2 runs on 1 hit. 2 walks, 3 strikeouts in 2 innings. His 1 hit, a 2-run home run surrendered to John Griffin. Zach Treese worked a 1-2-3 7th, including a strikeout. The 1-2 missed to Bierfeldt, now 2-2. Rob Rogers worked his way around 2 hits in the 8th to throw a scoreless inning with no walks or strikeouts. Now Diaz on for the save. Here's the pitch. Swinging a ground ball hit to third. Played on 2 long hops by Gotai. He throws to first low, picked by Sonko. And it's in time to beat Connor Bierfeldt for the first out in the 9th inning. And so with the light hitting Michael Baca due up, the Bees will use a pinch hitter as Tyoshi Fujiwara, 5'5", 20-year-old infielder from Japan will pinch hit. Kobe, Japan. Tsuyoshi Fujiwara's hometown. Pinch hitting for the shortstop Bake here in the ninth. On the here, Fujiwara hitting .237 in 38 at-bats. He's got some speed, 9 hits in 38 at-bats, 3 runs scored as he fouls the first pitch off. The count 0-1 from Amalio Diaz. But with Michael Baca, 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts on the day and hitting below the Mendoza line. Stan Clyburn sending the diminutive Fujiwara to the plate. Try and spark a 9th inning rally. Here's the 0-1. Catches the outside corner with a fastball, count 0-2. The Ducks are able to hang on and win. The winning pitcher will be Rob Rogers. Line for the win, which would be his 5th. Now the 0-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Fujiwara goes down on strikes, the 11th strikeout for Ducks pitching. And now the Bees are down to their final out of the game. Pretty good guy, though, to be that last chance. As James Skelton comes up to the plate. Skelton 0 for 3 today. Struck out and walked once each. He's also flown out twice. Diaz sets and the first pitch. Fastball on the outside corner for a called strike, and the count 0-1. Brandon League on the short side. For the New Britain Bees, he would fall to 2-3. Diaz sets and the 0-1. Fastball hit on the ground towards second base past a diving Alfonso and into right field for a base hit. So James Skelton with a 2-out single keeps the game alive for New Britain. Reaching it first, representing the tying run, and Michael Kraus coming up to the plates. Kraus with 16 home runs this season. It's 0 for 4 in the game so far today. So Kraus digs in, struck out twice, grounded out twice. Diaz set at the belt and the first pitch. A line drive hit to left field, chasing Kraus back, but he was playing deep, and he makes the catch, and that will finish the ball game. Michael Kraus flies out to Mark Kraus in left field, and the Long Island Ducks defeat the New Britain Bees 8-7 here this afternoon. The winning pitcher, Rob Rogers, he improves to 5-1. Brandon Lee gets the loss. He falls to 2-3. Amalio Diaz with the save in the game. Game took 3 hours and 5 minutes. Today's attendance, 4,355. That's the happy recap. We'll be back with more on the Long Island Ducks postgame show here in just a moment. But until then, you're listening to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Ducks win it once again by a final score of 8-7 on the strength of a solo home run from Alex Berg in the bottom of the 8th.
Hey fan, this is a pitcher Amalio Diaz, and you're listening to the Ducks baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
M&V Limousines is the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks. Family owned and operated, they've been in the business for over 24 years. M&V Limousines offers coach buses with Wi-Fi and restrooms, party buses, exotic limousines, and also recently acquired Hampton Luxury Liner with regular service from New York City to the Hamptons. They also offer a variety of vineyard tour options. Whether you're looking for transportation for weddings, proms, corporate outings, or long-distance trips, they've got the right vehicle for you. Visit their showroom in Comac or check them out online at mvlimo.com. M&V Limousines and Hampton Luxury Liner, the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks.
Family fun every time.
Beautiful evening for baseball.
Big action every time.
He reaches up, it's gone!
Great value every time.
And the Ducks have won it 7-1.
The Ducks schedule is loaded with new promotions this season, and with an average ticket price of just $10 and free parking, there is no better value on Long Island. For game times and tickets, visit liducks.com. Long Island Ducks baseball. Good times every time.
And welcome you back to Bethpage Ballpark on the Long Island Ducks postgame show. Joe Vasile here with you as the Long Island Ducks have defeated the New Britain Bees by an 8-7 final score today, thanks to a home run, a solo shot to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning by Ducks catcher Alex Berg. It was a wacky back-and-forth contest, and it was the Bees who struck first in the first inning against Long Island Ducks starting pitcher Matt Marsh. After Marsh retired the first two batters of the game in order, in James Skelton and Michael Krause, Jovan Rosa hit a fly ball to right field that appeared to end the inning. However, Jordan Inshaw came in and dropped the pop-up, which allowed Rosa to reach at first base and extended the inning for Craig Maddox. Maddox on the 2-0 pitch hit a ball over the left center field wall that gave the Bees a 2-0 lead, though both runs were unearned against Matt Marsh, and he would settle in nicely. Marsh threw the first 3 innings of the game, retired the next 7 batters after the home run by Maddox, and would go on to finish with a line of 3 innings pitched, 1 hit, 2 runs, neither of which were earned. He did not walk a batter, and he struck out 6 in his first start of the season with the Long Island Ducks, and his first start professionally since the 2015 season when he was playing in the New York Yankees organization. Meanwhile, the Ducks got on the board in the bottom of the second against Nate Rowe, the starting pitcher for the New Britain Bees, who's making his 3rd start of the season and 57th overall appearance. Angelo Sonko led off the frame with a solo home run, clearing the wall in right field. Then Ruben Gotay and Elmer Reyes followed each with back-to-back singles. So the runners were at first and second with nobody outs in the second inning, with a run already home for the Ducks. And they would still be there with 2 outs when Jordan Hinshaw would come up to the plate. And he lined a 2-run double into the left center field gap to put the Ducks up by a 3-2 score. New Britain chipped away in the top of the 4th inning, when with 1 out, Craig Maddox was hit by a pitch by Jose Velez, and then John Griffin singled to put runners on 1st and 3rd. Jamar Walton then got a base hit, and an error allowed the runner Maddox to come in and score, tie the game up at 3. There would be another error in the inning as 2 more runs would come home to score against Velez, and that gave New Britain a 5-3 advantage. Heading into the top of the 6th inning, it was still 5-3 Bees, with Dennis O'Grady now pitching for the Ducks. He walks Craig Maddox to lead off the inning, and then John Griffin hit a 2-run opposite field home run, which at the time gave the Bees a 7-3 lead, which they would hold going into the bottom of the 6th inning. Then things would get a little bit dicey for New Britain, as they brought in the left-hander Brandon Fry to face a pair of lefties, and then the switch hitter Ruben Gotay. Mark Krause walked, Angelo Sonko singled, and then Ruben Gotay walked to load the bases, and that was it for Brandon Fry. He was done after 3 batters without recording an out. They brought in Casey Coleman after that, and Coleman allowed a sacrifice fly to Elmer Reyes to make the score 7-4. And then Alex Berg doubled down the line in left field, and just a cacophony of errors on the play allowed Berg to come all the way around and score on a Little League inside the park home run. 3 runs came home on the play, and the game was tied at 7. It stayed tied at 7 all the way into the bottom of the 8th inning when Alex Berg, leading off against Brandon League, hit a 1-2 pitch over the wall in right field, taking advantage of the wind blowing out in that direction all day long to give the Ducks an 8-7 lead. And then Amalio Diaz came in the 9th inning to seal the victory for the Ducks. 8-7 winners over the New Britain Bees. So we'll take a step aside, come back and check scores from around the Atlantic League as the Ducks, for the time being, have their magic number down to 7. That's right, 7. It can be as low as 6 as the time that we are all done here tonight. So we'll come back and revisit that scenario right after this on the Long Island Ducks postgame show on the Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Tyler Wilson, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Have your birthday at the ballpark this season and celebrate with the flock. Kona Ice birthday party packages with the Long Island Ducks are now available. Each package includes 10 box seats, a commemorative birthday t-shirt and autographed baseball, a pizza and Kona Ice party in the Hebrew National Picnic area, and so much more. Best of all, the birthday child will stand on the dugout while the entire crowd sings happy birthday. Reserve your party today by calling the group sales department at 631-940-3825. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
Long Island's Ford Giant is celebrating its 60th year anniversary. Stop by Sayville Ford to check out their state-of-the-art showroom featuring enclosed service drives, luxurious customer lounge, and a larger selection to choose from. Get giant savings on hundreds of new and used vehicles in stock. Sayville Ford's 60th anniversary celebration is going on now. Visit SayvilleFord.com or download the Sayville Ford app today to learn more about Sayville Ford's 60th anniversary savings. Call 631-589-4800 today.
And we welcome you back to Bethpage Ballpark on the Long Island Ducks postgame show. Today, the Long Island Ducks defeats the New Britain Bees by an 8-7 final. The Ducks, with the win, improved to 70-57 overall in the year, 34-23 in the second half. The Bees fall to 49-76 and 23-31 in half number 2. 10 games behind the Ducks. The Ducks, with the win, take their magic number to clinch the second half down to 8. That can fall further depending on the outcome of Game 2 of a doubleheader between the Somerset Patriots and the Lancaster Barnstormers here today. With that being said, let's take a look at scores from around the Atlantic League here this afternoon. We'll start with the finals, where in Game 1 of a doubleheader, the Somerset Patriots fell to the Lancaster Barnstormers 2-0, and that, combined with the Ducks' win, took the Ducks' magic number over Somerset to clinch the second half and get into the playoffs from 9 at the start of play today down to 7. Right now they're in the top of the second inning of Game 2 of that doubleheader, and the Patriots lead the Barnstormers 3-0 at Clipper Magazine Stadium in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. So I'm sure the Ducks doing a little bit of scoreboard watching there. Also be doing some scoreboard watching up in Bridgeport, with the Bridgeport Bluefish lead the York Revolution 3-1. They're in the bottom of the second of Game 1 of a doubleheader at the ballpark at Harbor Yard. That was supposed to get underway at 1:15 today, but all the rain that has moved through the area that didn't cause a delay here, but had the tarp on the field for much of the morning at Bethpage Ballpark, causing some issues and a delayed start in the doubleheader up in Bridgeport. They'll have Game 2 coming a half hour after the conclusion of Game 1. Final game in the Atlantic League today, 6:05 local start, 7:05 here on the East Coast, as the Sugarland Skeeters host the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs at Constellation Field in Sugarland. Meanwhile, here at Bethpage Ballpark, final totals for the Bees and the Ducks today. For the New Britain Bees, it was 7 runs on 8 hits, 1 error. They left 4 on base. For the Long Island Ducks, they scored 8 runs on 13 hits, committed 3 errors, and left 8 on base. The winning pitcher was Rob Rogers. He improves to 5-1 on the season. Brandon League took the loss to fall to 2-3. Amalio Diaz got the save, his 15th of the season. Time of the game was a scant 3 hours and 5 minutes, with the announced crowd today 4,355. 305 to play it, 4355 paid to seats. And so that does it for us here today from Bethpage Ballpark. Want to say a big thank you to everyone here with the Long Island Ducks for the help and preparation for today's game. Same goes over to the New Britain Bees and Chris Knobloch. The Ducks and Bees wrap up their 4-game series tomorrow with a 1:35 p.m. first pitch. It'll be Jake Dunning for the Ducks against lefty Greg Nappo of the New Britain Bees. That'll also be the regular season series finale between the Ducks and Bees. Hard to believe, already wrapping up with New Britain here this season. And so for everyone, I want to say thank you so much for tuning in and listening today. My name is Joe Basile, giving you the final score for the final time from Bethpage Ballpark. It's the Long Island Ducks 8, the New Britain Bees 7. So long. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday on Labor Day weekend. And we'll talk to you again tomorrow at 1:35.